Y'all know what time it is, man. Get to the Money Podcast. Today's Sunday, man. I run a little behind, but y'all know what it is. Let's go.
Get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money.
I'ma stand out on this corner, I'ma hustle till it's gone. I can do this by myself, yeah, I'm out here all alone. If it ain't about no money, then no, please don't call my phone. Got no time for playing games, I shot $10 a stone. I'ma tell you one more time, I'm a boss up in these streets. I'm a rider, I'm a roller, I'm a hustle, get it cheap. I can get you what you need, put you right back on your feet. But you know you gotta pay me that right back in a week. Keep them dollars on my mind and my eyes on that paper. I'm LO to the mafia and Poppy to my neighbor. I'ma hop up off a private jet, I'm popping to my haters. Bounce back on my own, ain't nobody do no favors.
Get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money.
Rise and grind, rise and shine. When it come to mine, I waste no time. I roll with the works, we fall in line. No nonsense, just dollar sign. Hold your weight, know your worth. This my turf, I put in work. Too much pressure make the pipes burst. She either gonna get it or your pockets hurts. Nice things is what I like, but you can buy for the right price. I come through like a ray of light. People get happy when I'm in their sight. Work smart, stay on watch. People like to work cause it's top notch. Everything for sale like an auction block. Trying to still float no boat, dog. Get the money, that's all I know. Hit me if you need me, buddy, roll. I'm B.I.G. unbelievable. Want me to work with you, make it reasonable. Tired and all, I gotta get it. Showing up cause this business. Every day I'm on a mission, and every day that's how I'm living.
Get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money.
Let me know how my sound is. It might be a little too loud. Talk to me. All right. Bam. How y'all hear me now, man? What's going on out there, man? Today's Sunday, man. Like I said, man, it's another episode to Get to the Money. We got new videos. We got music reviews, man. What y'all doing out there, man? What up, that hard music? What we doing, man? What we doing, Danger? Chilling? All right. Hey, share the live, man. Share the link, man. Hey, yo, look, man. I know y'all seen the joint Friday. We had Diamond and Nostalgia. The shit was crazy, man. Appreciate everybody that came out, man. You know what I mean? It was like a movie, man. We had the twerkers, my homegirl Brittany J. She did what she had to do. Yachty Breeze, Big JoJo. Everybody was in the building, man. 757, man. You know what I mean? We moving worldwide, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody down in Memphis just tapping in. Shout out. What up? I got my man in the building today. I got my man in the building, man. You know what I mean? I got a couple of people in the building, man. A lot of people don't want to be on television, man. So a lot of people ain't gonna be shown, man. But we deep in here right now, man. I got my man Sammy in the building. You know what I mean? Y'all probably know him, man, from around the way, man. We gonna chop it up. We gonna talk, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to come on up right now, Sam, man? Talk to the people, man. Introduce yourself, man. He got a couple of other aliases that he told me that he had, man. Bring the chair up, boss, man. What we doing, man? What we doing? Let's go, man. Let's get this on the road, man. He gonna hang out for a minute. He gonna chop it up, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Elite's Barbershop. You know what I mean? You want your joint trim, you know what I'm saying? You want to get that haircut, you know what I'm saying? You want to get that beard done. Y'all know what it is, man. You know what I mean? You got little kids, you want to go to school, you know what I'm saying? That's what we doing, man. What up, E? That's what we doing, man. Getting to the money, man. You know what I mean? Gonna chop it up. Like I said, I got a couple of new videos today. My man Q showed me. I'm my man Truth Hunter. I said Q. He got a new name, man. But I just know you as Truth, man. If you're watching this right now, Truth, man, put your new name in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me go right here. I got my man Sammy. Talk to the people, man. I got my man Sammy. Put the headphones on, boss.
Okay, okay.
If you want to hold the wireless joint, man, it's up to you, man. If you want to hold the wireless, get in the wireless joint. Me like you want to hold the wireless joint, man. Like you got a lot to say today, man.
This good right here.
That's good right there.
Yeah.
All right, all right. You gotta get a little higher though. You
Yeah.
gotta be up to it a little bit. So what's going on with you, boss?
Everything good. Everything good. I can't complain.
You know what I'm saying?
If I did, who would listen?
You right about that, man. Let me get your mic right, man. I got a little setting up here, man. I had to cause we was live at the club the other night, man. So I had to get these joints off. Boom, boom, boom. Say something.
Here we go.
Right, yeah, it ain't choppy no more, right?
Uh,
Yeah, you good. Hey, so what's going on with you, boss man?
what's up with it?
I can't call it, man. You know, thanks for coming in, man. You know, so we gotta chop it up today, man. You know, my man E said, yo, I got my man. My man, you know, he got a lot of information about the city. You know, he want to share with the people. You know, he wanted to come on the podcast. So you stopped through. Appreciate you coming through, man. So tell the people a little bit, man, where you from. You know what I mean? What area you grew up in? You know, something like that. Let's start off like that, boss.
Well, I'm gonna start off by saying, you might know me as ISO. You might know me as Bino, short for Sam Bino, Sleazy, Sam, Big Sam, Sammy. I've been in Newport News for a long time, in and out, other places as well. But Newport News and Walker Village is where I can say I call home.
Okay. Walker Village.
Yeah, they changed the name of it, but it's Walker Village.
All right. So what part of Walker Village is it across from the is it across from the Fresh Pride or the other or down a little bit or around the corner from the Boys Club? What part of Walker Village you from? What square you from?
Right off 25th Street.
Okay.
You coming from Jefferson Avenue is the second parking lot.
Okay. They used to get active out there though, man. I remember my man Snake, you know, used to be out there. Charles Snake. You probably remember Snake. Snake was used to pop, but he moved out there.
Yeah, he a little bit younger than me.
Okay.
I know who you talk about though.
All right, talk about, man. Let's get yourself together right fast, man. So yeah, man. So let's talk about the upbringing, man. So how was you coming up, growing up down in Walker Village?
I actually didn't start in Walker Village. My mom and pops, they come from New Jersey. Early on, my first memories were in New Jersey. My pops got into an altercation with another gentleman. At the time, I may have been 2, 3 years old, but from the traumatic moment, I had memories of him standing there looking like a zombie with a hammer in his hand. He done popped dude in the head a few times and took his life. And I could just remember him telling me, you know, don't look. And he's standing out there with the hammer in his hand till the police came. And memories after that, I remember my pops. After that, he wasn't in my life anymore. You know, my grandma come get me. And to my recognition, to my knowledge, that was the first time that I ever could remember being in the presence of my mother. She picked me up. It's still choppy, son.
Yeah.
She picked me up from my grandmother's house in New Brunswick. I think we was in the Riverside Towers. and she was kissing on me, and I was like, "Who is this woman?" Everybody I knew until that point was dark skinned. My brother, my grandmother, my father, all of them the same complexion. So when she was claiming she was my mother, I was like, "Man, who is this? Who is this woman here?" I don't know her, never seen her. I don't believe you. She was like, "Boy, stop being stupid and silly. Come on, I gotta take y'all with me." And from there, we wind up in Newport News.
Wow. Jersey.
From Jersey. I would have to say 80.
Oh, wow.
This was 1980. I was around 3 years old, and I have a lot of vague memories. It wasn't the sharpest of memories because I was young, but being that it was surrounding a traumatic industry, traumatic situation, I remember those because of the events surrounding it. Kind of did something to me, and I can remember coming to Newport News. Right now, it'll be Huntington Ave, if I'm not mistaken, in the shipyard parking. But my grandmother, she had relocated from New Jersey as well to Virginia, and she had already set up a little bit, had her own house. And my mom, coming from there, she and my father had split up before this incident happened. My father kept custody of us, so she was already in Virginia getting herself together. So the first stop we landed on was Huntington Ave in the red house that no longer exists. But every time I drive by the shipyard parking lot, I can still visualize that red house.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
So from there, it wasn't long after that my mom, she had found her a spot in Walker Village.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I met most of my friends that I still know to this day, that I still communicate with this day.
Yeah.
Most of my relationships with people come from Walker Village. And, those were my earlier memories, my early life.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say I was a bad kid or anything like that. More so adventurous. I always wanted to do things and go places.
Yeah.
And
What up, Greg? I
just wanted to live.
Yeah, you just wanted to live, man.
I wanted to live.
So you want hang out for a second with us, man? You know what I mean? We're gonna listen to some music, a couple of videos. We're gonna talk about it, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna hold that right there, man. We're gonna finish the story, man. Like you said, man, he came from New Jersey, you know what I mean, to VA, Walker Village, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got around the right. You said what you said, you started hanging around some
the people that I befriended and have in my life to this day.
We're going to get to that right now. We're going to jump into this new joint, man. East End music, man. Folklore, man. LODY. You know what I'm saying? My man Sam going to hang out for a minute, man. Shout out to my man E out there, man. What we doing, E? East Barbershop, man.
Money, baby.
That's what we doing, man.
Gotta keep grinding, gotta keep climbing. It's all about timing and getting life in alignment. Gotta keep grinding, gotta keep climbing. It's all about timing and getting life in alignment. Gotta keep grinding, gotta keep climbing. It's all about timing and getting life in alignment. Gotta keep grinding, gotta keep climbing. It's all about timing and getting life in alignment.
I'm just trying to make some dough, that's why I hustle to blow. Remember one time once before when police bust down my door. I said goodbye to all the O's before I flushed the commode. Lay low is my motto, never trusted a hoe. OG sour, what I blow, that's what I puff on the road. A dollar and a dream, I'm looking for morphine. Supply and demand, cut the dope with the morphine. Fresh out the grease, still skizzling, scorching. Grinding for my paper, trying to get up a 4-chain. I be ducking 12 to stay on my coattail. In and out of jail, dope sales out of hotels. In and out of jail, dope sales out of hotels.
Gotta keep grinding, gotta keep climbing. It's all about timing and getting life in alignment. Gotta keep grinding, gotta keep climbing. It's all about timing and getting life in alignment. Gotta keep grinding, gotta keep climbing. It's all about timing and getting life in alignment. Gotta keep grinding, gotta keep climbing. trying to have something. I don't need nobody procrastinating on me nothing. I'm trying to make it better than the last time, like Young Bleed. You better recognize, like Sam Snead, if good money flowing around, I'm the one to retrieve. I just don't deal with anybody, that's how you get caught up in greed. I move at my own pace, I control the speed. If you need anything from me, you gon' pay the fees. I done came a long way, learned from trial and error. I had to get things right and get it together. I had to separate myself far away from the fake. I felt like they was the ones that was in the way.
Gotta keep grinding, gotta keep climbing. It's all about timing and getting life in alignment. Gotta keep grinding, gotta keep climbing. It's all about timing and getting life in alignment. Gotta keep grinding, gotta keep climbing. It's all about timing and getting life in alignment. Gotta keep grinding, gotta keep climbing. It's all about timing and getting life in alignment.
Send me some music, baby girl. Yo, that right there was Gotta Keep Grinding, Gotta Keep Shining, man. East End music, folklore, LODY. I'm in here with my man Sam. What we doing, baby boy?
We talking right now.
Yeah, we chopping it up, man. That's what we doing, man. He gonna break down his story, how he came down here from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? And he got a lot of history, man, for the music scene. You know what I mean? Just a bunch of Newport News history, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what this episode about, man. You know. So basically we can get back to where you was at far as the Walker Village. And you was out Walker Village.
Yeah. And I grew up out there.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I was just a young kid trying to go to free lunch.
What up, little Mel? What we doing, man? Send me some music, man. So you was a young kid. Okay, free lunch. So what free lunch you went to? The boys club?
I'm gonna tell you a story. I went to every single last one of them downtown.
Okay, I only remember Magruder and Dunbar
Yeah,
and boys club.
you had the Boys Club, you had Magruder, you had John Marshall, you had Dora Miller.
Okay, Dora Miller. Wow.
There was several on.
Okay.
And what I used to do in summer times, I get up in the morning. First one, I go hit the Boys Club.
Mhm.
They open early.
Mm-hmm.
I jet straight from the Boys Club to Dora Miller.
Okay.
Running, building, sweating.
Go ahead, man.
Get there, get my cookie, get my icing,
Mm-hmm.
get the rest away,
Rest of the way.
trade it away if I couldn't. Then I shoot to John Marshall. Run there real quick. They got a tight time schedule. If you ain't over that fence in a little bit, they're gonna be like, "Oh no, you ain't making the time." So I get a bag from there. Sometimes I couldn't, and I shoot straight from there to Magruder.
Well, see, that's what I like about Round Away. Everything is like right there, like walking. You ain't even need a car back. You ain't need a car, man. You can walk or ride a bike to wherever you need to go, man.
It was so small. That's why I used to try to be everywhere, man. I'd be in Walker Village. I'd be in Dixon Court. I'd be in Marshall Courts. I'd be in Stewart Gardens. I'd be on 76th Street. And this, as a young kid.
Hold on, we talking Glen Gardens.
Yeah.
We talking Glen Gardens now. Okay.
It's more than Glen Gardens because you had the City Line apartments.
Okay.
There.
Paula Maria.
Yeah. So and then you had another set of apartments where Brian and Carlos used to stay at.
Central Plaza.
Central Plaza.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just a whole area. So when I say 76, it's including Glen Gardens. But Glen Gardens was a big name back then.
Yeah, that's all we knew. That's why we want 76. It was Glen Gardens. Like when I came, it was like all that was Glen Gardens.
Yeah.
That whole area was Glen Gardens. Like, but I'm with you.
You're right.
I ain't hear about Central Plaza and all that little later on, but
I used to be everywhere. And then my friend James, he had a cousin that stayed on Shell Road. So we used to be out there. Shell Road, I'd be all in Aqueduct, I'd be Courthouse, everywhere. In Newport News.
you skipped over a section though.
Which section?
You skipped over that Woodson, Brookridge, Newsom Park area, bro. You can't forget about that section, man.
No. I used to be out there as well. They'll run you up out of there too.
Yeah, but it was the same thing about downtown. Like, cause I'm from that area, and we go downtown, they gonna run you up out of there. So
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Only reason I ain't bring them up right off top because Woodsong got tore down a long time ago. And I do remember Woodsong, but it was gone. Time I think I was 11, 12 years old. I think they was tearing Woodsong down.
No.
Yeah.
No.
When what song get tore down?
Shit, I was what?
You had Bradfield went first.
Yeah, Bradfield went first.
Bradfield went first. I remember Bradfield. Bradfield
Yeah.
went first, and then I think they got Woods on second.
Yeah, but what song was down the line? Because what song carried on years after Bradfield?
What was it?
Because they had the security. Remember they put the security out there and they started fucking niggas up back.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that was-
Cuff.
it was gone before the 90s, wasn't it?
Oh. Yeah, what song went down about 93?
Yeah, I mean, I got locked up in 95, so when I say the 90s, I'm talking about mid-90s, so I thought they was down before I came.
What up, Country Boy Dollar? Yeah, what song? Yeah, so but go ahead, but that's why you still the Newsom Park. You ever hung out the Newsom Park area?
Newsom Park.
More Gardens.
War Gardens.
What's up, nephew?
What was 6th and Ivy? What you had back there? Taylor
Taylor Ave.
Ave.
Yeah.
Little
Really Circle.
apartments back there. I mean, the whole Newport News. I
Okay.
used to try to get all over, so if I'm
go
missing
fish.
out any neighborhood, it don't blame me, blame my heart.
Okay, but then you say you started hanging around some guys, man, in the area like Walker Village. You know what I mean? So what about like when the music? Because that's when the music scenes first started popping in VA. You get what I'm saying? Because you can remember some of the first kind of like pioneers. You know what I mean? Because the first person I remember that ever put out a CD in the hood, it was like a tape. It was Charles Barlow.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to my man Barlow.
Correct. Charles Barlow was the first tape that I ever heard. I think it was From the Bottoms was the name of that tape.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody thought Charles Barlow was gonna be the next big thing coming out of this area.
Yeah. He used his own money, yo. He had no deal or nothing. You know, he had albums. You know, because the Born came a little later on down the line. You know, but then it was remember Dice. Remember my man Dice used to rap though. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of dudes.
MC Chad.
Yeah, it's a
Man
lot of
Gardens.
John Tez used to be from out there. John Tez knew.
Wow, I heard of the newbie, but I don't remember John Chaz though. But
I knew about Charles Barlow music because I went to school with Keith.
okay, Keith. Shout out to my man Keith. Shout out K9.
He bought a copy of that tape to school and was showing everybody, and I just looked at it, was like, man, what is this?
Yeah.
And I think he let me hold the tape. I don't know for sure why I got my hands on the tape or if I got it from Bottom Beat or not, but I listened to it and it changed my life because I was like, listen to like, man, all the time you see rappers on TV.
On TV. So that got you into music?
Not at the time. I think that was the first time I looked at music as something that somebody from around our way could do.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what eventually, you know what I mean? You know, we don't want to jump off topic though, man. So you want to get back to like you said, we'll get to the music. So did the music start before or after you started hanging around, like you said, the group of people before you started getting into the, you know, into the things that people, the young, a lot of young teenagers get into in the streets, man.
I think it was all together.
That was me, exactly. You know what I mean?
It was all together because at that point, when I was younger, man, I could remember people break dancing on cardboard in our neighborhood. I remember the Guardian Angels walking through with berets on, marching over the neighborhood, making sure everybody was straight. Give you a little show, stomp through that junk, turn a couple corners.
If you go to the skate rink, that was the first zoo.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the first zoo, though. We Avenue ain't the zoo.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
The zoo started at the skate rink.
Wow, Main Street.
know that.
Before they even born.
I ain't even know that.
Bigger the zoo.
Wow.
I'm with the skating ring now.
Yeah, the lock-ins.
Right there on Main Street.
Yeah, Bobby Roscoe.
I don't even remember.
Oh, wow. You talking about right beside Nick's. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was, right. Oh, man, you went all the way back.
You before my time. I don't remember that.
I remember they had a fake Kumo D down there back in the days. Yeah. You right. The Kool-Aid in them on the 7-Eleven boys.
Where that shopping center used to be at.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the skating ring right on the end.
Vaguely remember that. I vaguely remember that.
Oh, so I'm 61, bro.
They chew that down.
I see stuff from different perspectives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cultivating the environment. You produce. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But
What was the club? What was the club right there too on Wick?
Wick,
Yeah.
talking about Crescent Hall.
Christ Mall was right there, right across from the 90. Yeah, it was right there on that. There's a church at right there. They used to have a lot of events there, man. Yeah. Facts, 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 facts. Yeah.
I ain't know about that. I ain't know that's where it started at for Wickham.
Where? Yeah, yeah. Cause I'm. Cause I'm from the, like I said, your generation about the skating ring, the Main Street. Cause I never been down there, but I remember that was down there though. Cause I remember we used to go down there for some concerts and stuff though. You know what I mean? So basically, you said, so you used to hang out like at Walker Village. And
I used to be everywhere, but that's where I lived at in Walker Village. So most of my time was spent there. And whenever I could get outside Walker Village, I was on my way.
okay.
I wanted to make friends. I wanted to meet new people, and I wanted to meet new girls, and just do something. A lot of times, I felt like just being in Walker Village was confining.
So let's go as far as the music. So do you think the music influence? Do you think the music can influence you to do? You know what I mean? Things like in the street. Do you think music is a heavy influence on kids? So like teenagers coming up. Like how was it influencing into you?
I don't know about these days, but I know in my days, we didn't look at music as an influence. It was always a form of entertainment. You know, when I grew up, music wasn't as violent. So when you heard music, you didn't automatically assume they was living in that lifestyle that they was talking about. It was entertainment, strictly.
But I'm gonna keep it real. As me,
Mm.
I want. The music got me on it, got me out there because I didn't grow up in the hood.
What years you talking about?
I'm talking 89, 90, 91. I'm talking that. The cash one, the girl is just free. Crime costs money. I'm talking criminal minded. I got to go out here and get some paper. Like that's the lifestyle that I wanted to live. I was fascinated by them stories.
When I looked at KRS-One, I didn't see money.
But see, it wasn't no TV. I just heard Chris. You get what I'm saying? I didn't.
When I seen him
It was too late.
on MTV Raps and stuff, when they was showing those videos, or
I was in too deep.
I didn't know that it was money in rap. I didn't know what they was talking about was factual.
But let me hear. Let me. It wasn't about money to me. See, it wasn't about money. You know what I mean? It was just about looking. You know what I mean? Just about being out there in the hood. Just be. You know what I mean? Being out there with the homies, kicking, smoking the blood, drinking a 40. You know what I mean? I just wanted to. That's just how I.
And from my point of view, life was more of a reality than what I was exposed to as far as music go.
Wow.
You know, dealing with the situation with my family and people that I knew, it was more realer in real life than it was listening to entertainment. But so I didn't think what they were doing mirrored real life. When I listened to it, I thought it was entertainment. I thought they was trying to make music so we could go to the party and dance.
Wow.
That's what I thought early on in my life.
So what influenced you? You know what I mean? I don't know if you did or not. You know what I mean? To take a turn to the street life.
That's why I say I would.
Yeah. Grab the mic, D. Grab the mic, baby. They ain't gotta
When I got in, what I was rapping about, honestly, the stuff I was rapping about, I was more so trying to be creative. It didn't really mirror the hood because I wasn't trying to tell no real stories that may have been incriminating. I didn't think that was cool. I didn't, from everybody I knew, you just didn't talk about stuff like that. So,
I'm opposite. That's why I said. That's why it's good to have these conversations to look at it a different perspective. Because you couldn't rap about selling drugs if nigga ain't see you sold drugs. So I thought I had to go out there and sell some dope because I'm rapping about selling dope. So I'm gonna go out here and sell some dope because I wanted to be a rapper. That was my whole coming up. I wanted to be a rapper, and look what I'm doing now. I'm almost, you know what I mean? But
I don't know which one mirrors which.
I thought I had to have a gun on my hip. You know what I mean? I wanted people. I had my shirt up because I wanted people to see me with that gun. So when I talk about the gun on my hip, you get what I'm saying? I thought this shit is what you had to do, and that's why I asked. You think these kids nowadays listen to this music, as far as popping the perch and you know what I mean, doing because it wasn't like doing drugs wasn't cool in our era, and that's why
It wasn't.
You get what I'm saying? But nowadays,
They did drugs, but they kept it to themselves.
they kept it to themselves. It wasn't glorified on wax.
They kept it in the circles that did those things. So, you know, a lot of people that did smoke weed, they smoke weed with other weed smokers. If you tooted powder, you tooted powder with the powder heads. If you smoke wood,
It was groups.
you sprinkle me, baby, you off to the side with your people who sprinkle me.
Shot balls.
I tell you. I used to, when I was younger, I was going to Huntington Middle School, and you had a few guys that to me was ahead of their time. You had Kevin Swilling, again John Tez Newby, and this dude named Quincy.
Q.
Yeah.
Abu. Yeah.
Yup. And they used to put on. They'd be in school rapping. I think it was another guy named Coco.
What about Quasimodo?
Quaz came around a little bit later.
Okay.
Not saying he wasn't rapping, but Joe, he wasn't going to Huntington when I was there, so he wasn't with the guys that I remember rapping at an early age. He wasn't with Keith and all of them. It was those guys. They sit back and freestyle, and I used to watch them. Like, I was amazed. Like, how in the world they putting these sentences together like this?
If you remember the dude that was in the wheelchair that used to rap back in the day, the chubby nigga was in a wheelchair, man.
I can't say
He had the little things on his arm, on wheelchair, but he used to rap though. He's from New York. But go ahead though, not to cut you off.
I can't say that I remember. I probably do. If I jog my memory a little.
Come on though, you was in Huntington.
You know, and just seeing them guys, it made me like, I was amazed. And I thought that those guys were ahead of their time, and I just thought they was the pinnacle to me as far as
We're having a conversation about the Nipper News rap culture.
Talk to him.
you know, just seeing them guys, it sparked something in me. You know, I used to sit back and try to rap at home, stand in the mirror, put together some words, but I just felt it was impossible. I ain't know how to do what they was doing at that time.
Got you.
Later on in life, I had a cousin named Black, Marty Lawrence. We used to go visit them in Queens like every year. And one year, Marty came and lived with us. I think it was like 94, 93. He came to live with us, and he actually helped me pen my first rap.
Wow.
And I was like, man, how in the world? And, you know, we was listening to, I don't know if you remember J. Rooted Damage.
Yeah, I remember J. Rooted Damage. Shout out J. Rooted Damage. Hands up.
That was Heads Up was
Heads up with some shit, yeah.
He helped me write my first song.
You spit that joint real.
I don't remember it. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I remember that. But he helped me write it. I memorized it, and that was the beginnings of my rap career, or whatever you want to call it. I used to say that rap in every freestyle every time I got around somebody, and I actually recorded it with a friend of mine named Sinclair.
Okay. Hey, not to cut you off. We're going to get right back to you, man. Sinclair. We used to grab to Sinclair. We're going to get back into that. We're going to play another joint right fast, man, for my man Q, man, Truth Hunter, man. This joint called Middle Finger. He just sent me this joint, Middle Fingers Up. He represent downtown, Newport News.
Barbershop, we in the house, baby.
Shout out to my man Q. Middle Fingers Up.
Okay. Hands high, nigga, middle fingers up. Nigga going all around, nigga, we don't give a fuck. Tell them bye, hater, we gon' turn it up. Without a lame like you, nigga, I'ma stay true and high, nigga, holding up my cup. Okay. Gripping my nuts, nigga, welcome to the zoo. Hands high, nigga, middle fingers up. Okay, let's throw it all around. We don't give a fuck. Anytime, any place, let them know that you great. Too many haters hate to see you moving up in your rank. You spread your wings like an eagle, you flying over the bank. Looking down at the coast, you know them niggas waiting, let them wait. Get your rocks all clean it, then put food on that plate. Eat feasting with who you consider family from the date. Know the procedures to get it, whole niggas try to take. Fucking with a man who lost big, that's your mistake. Time to recap, recalibrate, and redirect. Remind a handful, I stand a giant foot on their neck. When I move, the city shift, I'm the tone that's set. What I prescribe is to go back and take notes from the best. Then fast forward, she in my vast orbit. Why you slow bake? We cultivate, she asks for it. All I do is tell her boo, you can call me Q Flux. Cause we live, laugh, love life, and I don't give a fuck. So hands high, nigga, middle fingers up. Okay, they throw it all around, nigga, we don't give a fuck. Tell them bye, hater, we gon' turn it up. Without a lame like you, nigga, I'ma stay true and high, nigga, holding up my cup. Okay, gripping my nuts, nigga, welcome to the zoo. Hands high, nigga, middle fingers up. Okay, let's throw it all around. We don't give a fuck. Anytime, any place, let them know that you great. I done came this far, I'm going further, just wait. Ain't no stopping me, possibly Monopoly cake is in the near future. Don't make a nigga shoot ya. To see my baby grow, not for a Mercedes hoe. Pop a nigga for faking, cause this faking is taking toll. Aim and flame a nigga on go, we on go mode it, so you know. I aim to get this dough and split this dough, you get this dough terrific. So now you're listening instead of nodding, cause you sniffing dope. I'm not pretending this my mission, really dig it though. We not playing games and we ain't here for no gimmicks, so we don't came a long way, don't need to make it difficult. Okay, I keep it moving, staying true, and I don't trust a soul. Okay, fuck them all, chop their heads off, let them roll. You can bet I'm on the roll, I'm rolling up, we going up, I'm holding up my cup, and I don't give a fuck. So hands high, nigga, middle fingers up. Okay, they throw it all around, nigga, we don't give a fuck. Tell them bye, hater, we gon' turn it up. Without a lame like you, nigga, I'ma stay true and high, nigga, holding up my cup. Okay, gripping my nuts, nigga, welcome to the zoo. Hands high, nigga, middle fingers up. Okay, let's throw it all around. We don't give a fuck.
Q Flux, man. I think I got it right, man. Shout out to my man Truth, man. Hey yo, y'all know what it is, man. He got a new joint coming out. Him and his brother had Sheiks, man. Them boys working, man. He said, yo, he working up. He said, well, he put a post on the other day, said, yo, while you were just waking up, he finishing his third project or something, man. Like you said, them boys working out there, man. Yo, I got my man Sam in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? He represent down the way. You know what I mean? He say he representing all over the town, man.
Yeah.
So like I said, man, let's get back into it, man. First you said you was so what got you caught up in the street? But put it like this: the people that just tuning in, man, reintroduce yourself, man. Tell them who you is, man, and what you know back in, man, because people just start tapping in, man.
Sam, man.
I'm saying, man,
AKA ISO, AKA Bino, AKA Big Sam, AKA Sleazy.
talk to him, man. Yeah, talk that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We still,
Icy, baby.
Yeah, we still out here, man. You know what I'm saying? So look, so what got you caught up, man? Like you said, so when did you first start getting in trouble, man? Matter of fact, who was the first people you started hanging around when you got in the city? Like who?
I say people that was in my close proximity. We had some people that stayed across from us in the parking lot. Derek Watson, Tutu Watson, Dominique Watson. No. Tutu, that's Dominique. Rest in peace. Dominique. Who else was in our parking lot? Wayne Johnson. I wasn't old enough to hang with Wayne Johnson. Bubba Spit Bubba.
Rest in peace, Dominique.
There's a lot of people that was in my parking lot. Killer Joe.
Wow, my man, Killer Joe.
Oh, shout out, bro.
Free Killer Joe, man.
Dante Thomas, Man Thomas was in our parking lot.
Okay, shout out, man, and Dante.
Thomas with the no eyebrow.
Kareem Bellamy.
Ass off.
Rest in peace. Jamal Bellamy. James Bellamy was in our parking lot. Rocky Terry was in our parking lot. Yeah, the old Rodney Shields was in our parking lot.
Go ahead, man.
George. It was just a whole bunch of people, grew up in that area. Byron was in that parking lot.
Shout out B-Ron.
And it was so many people in Walker Village that each parking lot you went to, it was something to get into. It was a whole different set of people. And just growing up, by no stretch of the imagination was I somebody. It was just I was from that neighborhood. And some of my earlier friends, James Lassiter,
Okay.
King
Sinclair Illy,
James.
What up, Jay?
Sinclair Illy,
Okay.
LaShawn Boyd,
Okay.
and my brother.
Okay. Who your brother? Who your brother? You left his name out.
They call him Doc Holiday, Doc Sorry.
Doc, shout out, baby.
Shout out, Doc.
He go by a lot of names out here too.
So what basically started getting you, like I said, when you start getting out into the street life, basically
Like
out
I
there.
said, I wasn't trying to get in trouble, but being from downtown Newport News is just, it's a lot of stuff that goes on. A lot of street stuff, or if that's what you want to call it. Just people growing up trying to figure their way out in life. Hanging out, I say, my first times getting in trouble was probably just regular kid shit, bad shit. We used to go all over town, throw rocks at people window, bust people windows out in the car, run, go stealing, get caught. All types of stuff. So, I was just a kid, just being a kid, trying to fit in, be amongst other kids my age and trying to find our ways to have fun and, entertain ourselves.
So how you first got introduced, to hustling though, you know what I mean? Because my first experience was, the dudes back in the days, our Woodson, they used to hit us off with the bags, with the dime bags of weed. They used to give us like 10 dime bags of weed. You know what I mean? We should get $1 off of each bag. You know what I'm saying? We had to bring them back $80. So I got 10 bags, I'm bringing them $80. I'm only getting a dub. You know what I'm saying? But then like 13, 14 though, all you got to do is stand in front of 7-Eleven. You know what I mean? People just come up there.
My first introduction to, I say criminality, it wasn't even the streets. It was, my uncle and my father. Because my uncle put my first gun in my hand. He put the first gun in my hand. And at the time, he wanted me to shoot somebody for him. And he used to take us, he stayed right on, 27th Street in some apartments that he used to have a garage at the bottom. At nighttime, he used to take me out there and had me shooting at the garage door.
Wow.
And he used to be like, get ready, man. I'm going to have you out here with me. I point him out, you hit him. And at the time, I was scared.
Real gun.
I was scared. I'm like, man.
A real gun.
Yeah, it was
It's that
it was
real
25.
bad news talk. Y'all ain't ready.
I was 25 years old, but he used to get into all types of stuff. He was a knucklehead, so that's what he had planned for me. But he'll wind up going to jail. My mom got into it with some guy that was our cousin or something, and I think he beat my mama up or something. I was kind of young. I think I was about 10, 11 at the time. And my uncle found out. He was working at Burger King at the time. He used to carry the 25 on him. And I think he seen the dude, Brian, walking up and down the street. And I think he shot him 11 times and wound up going to City Farm for that.
Wow.
So,
Big fact.
those were my introductions into, I guess, criminality. It wasn't selling drugs. It was more on the violent side of things as far as robbing and shooting and, carrying on and stuff like that. So I didn't come into the game selling drugs. I came into it, from the other side.
I got you from the criminality side, like you said.
Yeah, and throughout my younger years, it was always a gun in proximity. I always had access to a firearm. And what led me to 1995 when I got locked up, me and my friend James, one of my childhood friends, still friends to this day, even though we don't talk as much
King
as
James.
Shout out James.
yeah,
King James.
we had a little store around our way called B&B, right there on Jefferson Avenue beside Esquire. We go in the store, and the dude used to keep a 9mm on the counter. So I used to look at that 9mm and say, that'll look good with me.
You talking about Munchies. Munchies.
That might be the name of it. Might be Munchies.
Munchies on
Yeah.
25th Street.
Yeah, right beside Esquire.
Right beside Esquire.
Yeah, it went by many names.
Real well.
Yeah, so I look at that gun every day. I don't want to pack a lemon heads.
I ain't gonna call no names.
I don't want to pack a lemon heads. I don't want a bag of chips. I wanted that gun. So, we go in there one day, and it's not the regular store owner in there. It's a dude that he got working for him. Old man, get drunk all the time. So I look at him. I size him. I say, oh, he a little bit tipsy right now. I said, it's my time. I said, Booty, go in the back. I said, man, go in the back, grab a 40 ounce, and throw it on the ground and bust it. And he was like, man, what? I said, Booty, just do it, man. Just go in the back, grab a 40 ounce, and bust it.
But let me ask you a question. What you say? Because now you gave me flashbacks of Menace to Society, man. Did that come into perspective anywhere in your mind? Come on, was that?
I won't even thinking about, like I said.
Before Menace to Society, though, or after the movie?
It might have been.
This was influence. That's what I'm talking about, right?
This was in '94.
Influence.
But like I said, I didn't look at this stuff in that fashion. When I seen Tupac, I thought Tupac was an actor and an entertainer. When I seen Menace to Society, I didn't know about the LA street life. I didn't know anybody from LA at the time except one dude named Tavaray. So I didn't look at that.
Tapped in, baby.
Come on.
I knew about Paul Taylor. I
Shout
knew
out
about
PG.
Boogaloo.
Boogaloo.
I knew about Tank.
Boogaloo. Gosh, almighty. Yeah, you went back.
Yeah. I knew about Alton Green.
Okay, Alton. Wow.
I knew about Wayne Johnson.
Wayne Johnson, rest in peace.
I knew about the people from around my way that seemed larger than those entertainment figures to me at the time.
Okay.
So-
Steady Clock. Forget about Steady Clock.
He a little bit before my time, but I heard of him.
Legend.
Clock will wait for your time.
Yeah,
Legend.
so I didn't know him. I knew about guys like Sam Kelly,
Okay.
and
You know what I'm saying?
I knew about what's his name? Tracy Bunton.
Okay. Shout out Trey.
So
See
you know,
Bun, Carlos.
I knew about
Will Smith,
I knew about Whoopi.
Yeah, what up, Woo?
I knew about Wink.
Shout out, baby.
Yeah, you there. Yeah, you there. You right there.
Those people seem way more intimidating, way more of a realer
Yeah,
picture of what life was and what criminality was to me at that time. I didn't look at
Tony Jones, baby.
Yeah, Tony Jones. See, that y'all down that era, man. I gotta go to my man Dexter, man, Swill, Maurice Johnson, Oz. You know what I'm saying? You remember Oz?
Q.
Yeah, Q Ball. What up, Q? You know my cousin Q. What up? You know what I'm saying?
Can't leave Troy Catchmore out there.
Yeah, Catchmore.
Yeah. So it wasn't just them. It was a lot of guys that seeing this stuff firsthand. I didn't look at what I seen on TV or what I heard on the radio as being more valid than what I was seeing with my own eyes.
Okay.
So take it back to this when we was in the store. You know, Booty go ahead. He go grab the 40. He throw it on the ground. When dude turn his head and go run around, see what Booty doing back there, I grab the 9, stuff it in my pants, and I'm ready to go.
That 9 that you been looking at the whole time.
Every day I come in there, I don't want no bag of chips. I don't want no popsicle. I don't want no lemon heads. I don't want no annihilators. I want that 9mm.
And being that you was familiar with guns, you knew what that was. You see what I'm saying?
I knew what I was looking like.
I didn't know what a 9 looked like back then. I didn't know it was a gun.
I thought to myself, what is this dude doing? He must want me to take it. He must want me to have this 9. He gonna leave it on this counter like this. So I guess it was for to intimidate people not to steal out of there, but all I can see is I need that.
You took what you intimidating people with. All right, so you grabbed the 9.
And, we talked our way up out of there. And that was, I guess, that was some of the beginning stages of us winding up in prison. Because from there, everybody we see, we put that pistol on them.
Oh, man.
If they got a little coat we like, we take the coat. Anything in their pocket, we got to have it. And the drugs in their pocket, we got to have it. If we don't like what they look like, they got to have it. So, and from there, my name started getting around, and people started talk about me before I even get there. And it got back to my uncle. My uncle was like, "What's going on with you, man? I hear you carrying guns now." I was like, "What you talk about?" And I'm looking at my uncle like, "My uncle, you don't know what the fuck going on." He said, "Look here, man.
So what age is this about?
At this time, I'm 16 years old.
Okay.
I'm 16 years old. He telling me, he trying to break it down to me, but I'm not listening to him. He's saying, yo, you carrying these guns around, you're gonna be grown. You know, I know you. If you're gonna do it, just know that they got something going on right now to where you go to jail, you stay in jail. You know, they taking parole away, they doing true sentencing. And if you go to jail and you get 9 years, you ain't coming home in 3 no more. You're doing the whole 9.
It was like
You're doing
94.
This was in 94. 94 coming into 95.
Yeah,
You told me.
law kicked in. That's when they printed out that new money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The big faces came out then.
World order, baby.
So he looked at me and he just laughed at me because, you know, he put a lot of that in me. So he ain't look at me no certain way. He looked down on me.
What up, Art?
He looked at me. He went in his waist and pulled out a 357. He said, if you going to have this too.
Wow.
Now, be careful with this one. I done did some things with this one.
Boy, your uncle.
Yeah.
Uncle put you in the game. God show, Mike. Come on.
I ain't come to take that from you. Since you holding guns, hold this too. So I was like, oh, man. I said, appreciate that. But he said, don't forget what I just told you, man. Don't get in trouble because if you go in the system, they keeping you. So, you know, I ain't pay him no mind. I just thought he was talking. You know, so what I used to do, you know, I keep that 9 that I had, and, you know, whoever with me, I get him that 357. You know, we go around. We not really making no money. We just, you know, putting a gun on people, taking whatever they got, childish things.
Taking the beepers, robbing for beepers and shit.
Whatever. And, you know, we was doing that all up, I guess, from the summertime into winter. You know, then I got with a friend of mine, Barry Frank and Ricky Frank. You know, they was about a year and a half younger than me. So, you know, it went from just being me and Booty to now we got a whole little team with about 6 or 7 of us, you know. And one day James called me up. He was like, man, come on, let's go. We got some licks. Let's go, man. I'm sitting there, I'm over this girl named Adrian house, and he like, man, come on, man, let's go, man. And me, he was like, you know, if you ain't coming, give me the gun. And I'm like, man, I ain't getting this gun, so I guess I'm coming. I guess I'm coming. So they done got a little vehicle for my guess, you know, somebody using or whatever you call it. They call them fiends out here. So they had got a car. And we all up and down. We all in Beachmont, Ashton Green, Courthouse Drive. You know, just whoever we see out there, we put the gun on them, take whatever they got. And we was doing that, and you know, I ain't think about it. Next thing you know, one of the dudes that we robbed, I thought he looked familiar. You know, I asked James, I'm like, man, this dude look familiar. Nah, man, go ahead, get him. So, you know, it's all us together. So we out there, get him. And we get to Beachmont, and this dude out there, he got on a polo jacket. I said, well, I'm going to get that polo jacket.
So how y'all, hold on, you say you get how y'all get the beach mount? So you can't skip over stuff, though.
I told you we had a car.
Okay, y'all had a car. Where y'all get a car from?
Fiend car.
We had a
car.
fiend
Okay. I missed that part. Okay.
Between Burr and Ricky, they came up with the car.
Yeah.
You know, Burr had a 380. I had that 357 in the 9. So, you know, I didn't bring the 357 today because I was like, you know, we already got 2 guns. All us don't need no gun. All us ain't even getting out.
And we ain't trying to incriminate ourselves.
Yeah, we gonna hold that thought right now.
I actually went to jail for this.
You went to jail for that. We're gonna get into a joint. Hold on. We're gonna get back to that story though. I like the story. I like where you going, man. My man 7 Series sent me something, man. You know what I mean? Something new, man. This don't call.
Tap in, baby boy.
This don't call Hear My City, man. You know what I mean? Hear my cry. 7 Cities, tap in, man. What we doing, baby?
You ready for this one? My baby.
This joint hard.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Just in my cry.
Shout out 7 Series. What up, Country Boy Dollar?
Lord, please, Lord. Just in my cry.
Yo, Bash, you been tripping on them hoes.
Yeah. Have you ever been down on your dick? Stressing over bills, you clutching and need a lick. Need something, but you know you can't call on your dog. But when that nigga need it, he the first one you call. Crazy prayed, I never had to see these days. Prayed up Kirk Franklin, I'm searching for better ways. Really got it out the mud and kept a 9 to 5. Blood in my eyes, dog, I'm contemplating homicide. Hey, my heart big, loyalty frivolously given. On my soul I killed, I pray Lord I'm forgiven. Phone calls from the bros, they need commissary. Chances taken in the streets, dog, they hella scary. Got kids and I wanna give them everything they want. Had to struggle just to get it, cause my kids got a stunt. Mama did the best she could, raising boys to men. She was giving game, that shit just wasn't sinking in. Yeah, staying focused on the bag, cause I done been broke. Really had a pocket full of work, but the trap slow. Like the funeral home business, I'm known to cook, brother. Saying 10 toes solid, nigga, I'm facing whoever. Niggas pray that I don't make it with this music shit, cause I don't dick ride niggas and participate politics about who got shot and who got locked up. Nigga, I'm in the kitchen, pray to God it locked up.
Lord, oh Lord, just in my cry. Hear me out, Lord, hear my cry, Lord. Oh Lord, just in my cry. Hear my cry, Lord, hear me out.
Won't front, Lord knows I've been tested. Had to put belt the ass, I just call it good correction. Hard to stand on business when friends turn to enemies. Shooting at a nigga who done stood in the field with me. Lord, you made me real in this world full of fakes. Told me time heals all wounds, how long it take? I done lost my mom at 21 and I ain't shake back. Family divided like a bitch, I'm screaming where the love at.
Lord, oh Lord, just in my cry. Hear me out, Lord, hear my cry, Lord. Oh Lord, just in my cry. Hear my cry, Lord, hear me out, Lord. Oh Lord, just in my cry. Hear me out, Lord, hear my cry, Lord. Oh Lord, just in my cry. Hear my cry, Lord, hear me out, yeah.
Yeah. 7 Series. Him cry, man. That shit was hard, man. You know what I mean? I felt that, man.
That jump straight fire.
Yeah, put the phone down for me. Yeah, that joint was crazy, man. You know what I mean? Like you see, you heard the pain. You know what I mean? You heard the struggle. Yeah, you heard the vocals. Won't no auto tunes on that either, man. You know what I mean?
Some extra love.
Yeah, that's straight. That was hard, man. You know what I'm saying? That was my man. You know what I mean? Hear my cry, man. Y'all know.
Yeah.
Just in my cry. Lord, please, Lord. Just in my cry.
Yo, Bash, you been tripping on them hoes.
Yeah. Have you ever been down on your dick? Stressing over bills, you clutching and need a lick. Need something, but you know you can't call on your dog. But when that nigga need it, he the first one you call. Crazy prayed, I never had to see these days. Prayed up Kirk Franklin, I'm searching for better ways. Really got it out the mud and kept a 9 to 5. Blood in my eyes, dog, I'm contemplating homicide. Hey, my heart big, loyalty frivolously given. On my soul I killed, I pray Lord I'm forgiven. Phone calls from the bros, they need commissary. Chances taken in the streets, dog, they hella scary. Got kids and I wanna give them everything they want. Had to struggle just to get it, cause my kids got a stunt. Mama did the best she could, raising boys to men. She was giving game, that shit just wasn't sinking in. Yeah, staying focused on the bag, cause I done been broke. Really had a pocket full of work, but the trap slow. Like the funeral home business, I'm known to cook, brother. Saying 10 toes solid, nigga, I'm facing whoever. Niggas pray that I don't make it with this music shit, cause I don't dick ride niggas and participate politics about who got shot and who got locked up. Nigga, I'm in the kitchen, pray to God it locked up.
Lord, oh Lord, just in my cry. Hear me out, Lord, hear my cry, Lord. Oh Lord, just in my cry. Hear my cry, Lord, hear me out. Yeah.
On front, Lord knows I've been tested. Had to put belt the ass, I just call it good correction. Hard to stand on business when friends turn to enemies. Shooting at a nigga who done stood in the field with me. Lord, you made me real in this world full of fakes. Told me time heals all wounds, how long it take? I done lost my mom at 21 and I ain't shake back. Family divided like a bitch, I'm screaming where the love at.
Lord, oh Lord, just in my cry. Yeah. Hear me out, Lord, hear my cry, Lord. Oh Lord, just in my cry. Yeah. Hear my cry, Lord, hear me out, Lord. Oh Lord, just in my cry. Yeah. Hear me out, Lord, hear my cry, Lord. Oh Lord, just in my cry. Yeah. Hear my cry, Lord, hear me out. Yeah.
Man, that's what I like about music, man. That's why I don't understand how people had ghostwriters, man. You know what I mean? Because music supposed to be rap music anyway, supposed to be your story. You know what I'm saying? That's real. You know what I mean? Like, that man told his story. Can't nobody tell your story but you. And we got my man speaking of telling our stories. We got my man Sam right here. You know what I mean? He telling his story. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that worked out, man. So basically, let's get back to what we were just talking about, man. As far as you know what I mean. So your man had the 3 pound 7.
That was my uncle. Yeah, he gave me that.
And y'all was go ahead.
Out here robbing, stealing.
Y'all was uptown.
Everywhere. We was all over, man. Carrying on, being hot because we ain't really had no organization to us. It was just a lot of us trying to make a name for ourselves. And wind up, one of the guys that we robbed, he had been robbed previously, and like he told on us. He pointed us out, told on us, and they came to school and picked us up.
What school was this?
We was going to Ferguson.
Shout out Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even know Ferguson. That's Christopher Newport right now. If y'all not familiar, it's Ferguson Arts Center, whatever this shit's called now.
Exactly.
Used to be Ferguson High School.
Barbecue was working up there. He was the equipment manager.
Wow, barbecue for the Boys Club.
Yes, sir. Same barbecue.
baby.
He came. He said, "Man, come with me to the office." I'm like, "What you talking about, barbecue?" Like, "Man, come with me." I thought he was playing with me. Come with me to the office. I go in the office. And my coach, the principal, and the detective up in there. And I'm like, "Oh my stars!" He's running the whole story down. Tell me what happened. I'm like, "Oh man, we gonna take you in now." So I'm like, "Oh man, get to jail." They got everybody. I think James was the last person they got. The dude wound up, he told on all of us,
95, baby.
this was 95.
Right before the new law.
Yep. I was 16 in 94, my birthday at the end of the year. So as soon as I think we got locked up on the 11th. Well, I got locked up on the 11th. And so I was fresh in the system.
Like it was yesterday.
You were 16 in 95.
Remember when
I was 16 in 94. My birthday comes like December the 29th. So 11 days after my birthday.
Wow.
13 days after my birthday, I was in somebody juvenile detention center. And at the time, time they got all us in there, we really couldn't talk to each other because they had us separated. Gotcha. So only time we could talk is in the bullpen. And I was, me and James was a little bit older. It was a range of us. You had me, James, Barry, Nate, and Suge.
Wow, I remember Suge. So you're a little younger then, so that's why I said so how did you, not to cut that off, so how did you end up getting with Swill and them? Because Swill from like...
I didn't hang with Swill. I just remember Swill because we went to the same school. We had a few classes together.
You talking about PMI?
No, we was in Huntington Middle School. That's where I know Swill from. I know Swill when we was younger. I think Swill a few years though. I think I was maybe 11 or 12 at the time. Swill may have been 15, but somehow we was in the same class.
Yeah, Swill the same age.
Swill was a young nigga with an old spirit.
Yeah, and to me, he was ahead of his time. Because,
Swill
I
was
seen
the
him.
first little young nigga with the bubble eye Benz.
Yeah, I remember that. I think he was hanging with Troy Catchmore, Dexter, and Q. And Goosey, maybe.
Yeah, wow. Goosey. Shout out to Goosey. Rest in peace, Gucci.
Gucci, long way from here.
Yeah, he got
Shout out Goosey.
I think he got killed in the car with his
nigga
girl or something.
Goose.
Gucci got they set on fire some stuff. It was
Real
crazy.
nigga shit.
Yeah, shout out to
You know,
Gucci.
I remember Goosey.
Wow.
Goosey come through Walker Village, play, man. And Goosey was one of them talented people.
Yeah, Goosey was a wild nigga too.
Sing, fight.
Yeah, Gucci was a
everything.
wild nigga, man.
He was good at everything. I was like, man, goddamn, Goosey, what you ain't good at, man? Fuck you ain't good at. You fight, sing, rap, play basketball, dunk.
Yeah, he was tall too. Yeah, Gucci.
Jump out the gym.
But you know, that wind up leading to us, you know, once we got in there, only time we could talk was when we was in the bullpen on our way to court. So I knew I was the oldest out of them. So, you know, I was trying to figure out how everybody could, you know, ain't have to do this jail time. And I was like, you know, only thing they gonna go for is somebody gonna have to take the blame for this. And, you know, I knew they had me dead to rights because I had the gun a lot of the times. And I knew that James had the gun a lot of the times. And I knew them people would be able to recognize him. And I was like, James, man, we gonna have to eat this. We gonna have to eat this. We gonna have to let the people know it was us, and it won't more so them. You know, they was just with us. And James was like, you know, I do that. So that's what we wind up doing.
Man. That's why
We wind up doing that. You know, me and James wind up getting 9 years.
Wow.
James, man.
Burry, one of the people that, you know, identified us, they identified him with a gun. So, but nobody could really put it on him, so they wind up giving him 3 years in the youth offender. I think Nate went home and Suge went home.
Wow.
And me and James wind up having 9 years, which was
Old law, new law.
new law, 1995, fresh law. We got charged in January, so we was some of the first people. And, you know, we started off in the detention
He
center.
was good.
And they certified us.
King Mount, Greenville, all that.
You went through all them camps.
That was James. James
I was in there.
James went through there with him. I wound up going to Southampton receiving.
Who's that? King
Southampton
Mount,
and
Paul
Sussex one.
Taylor.
That's after you left the creek, though, on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bumped on the creek. Yeah, I was trying to go to King
Creek.
I couldn't do it.
Fuck Indian Creek.
Fuck Indian Creek.
Buckhead.
I could not go to King Mountain. The nigga say, yo,
That
they
nigga.
said we got a bus going to Sussex. We got one going to King Mountain. We got one going to Red Onion. Y'all pick y'all poison. I said, I'm going to group. I went up there. I went up there in group, nigga. Y'all niggas was out there.
I want no group of niggas.
Look, to my credit, nigga, I only had 60 days left, man. I said, I'm not trying to go to no goddamn King Mountain, man. I got too much, man.
Yeah.
Niggas got mad. The Muslim niggas say,
Niggas, I had 11 years.
hey, the Muslim guy got mad at me, man. He was like, yo, man, you wrong, brother. I'm like, what you mean? He said, because if you knew you only had 60 days, you shouldn't have been bucking like you was bucking because you got these youngers following you.
Yo.
And you the first one to go up in the group.
But I'm the nigga that shut in the creek down, nigga.
Go ahead, E. I remember y'all boys wild out.
That nigga.
Go ahead, man. You the one shut it off.
Shut that shit down.
That shit was crazy, man.
Nigga, I shut in the creek down.
Everybody bucked. Everybody passed the note around. You do want to shut it? The shit.
I went in 2 buildings. I told niggas, we went in there, about 8 of us. 80, you heard me? 80 inmates.
Yeah, you was on the other side. Yeah.
But 8 of us had the same mindset.
Only 8.
And when we came up out there, it was 8 of us went to Greenville.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to. Listen, we was on the other side.
And the nigga said, nigga, take all that shit. I'm protesting.
Yeah.
I stand on mine. I stand on 10s, nigga.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You know it.
hey, but see,
That's why I'm a respected nigga in the street. And they bet that.
hey, they lie. Go ahead, man.
Hey, information is
See, they came over there and lied to us. They say, look, 2 building already grouping, y'all. So y'all better get in line. But y'all niggas was bucking. I heard. Yeah, I heard.
bar.
Yeah, they said y'all buck.
Yeah, I was a bar. Me, Randy,
Yo.
Boy, V,
Yeah.
and a little nigga. You know what I'm
The
saying?
nigga say, yo, I remember he said, yo, how y'all think?
Real nigga.
He said, how y'all think y'all getting food? The cafeteria workers working? Then I'm like, oh, man, they got a point, though, man. But I heard y'all 2 building bucked on them. And they said them boys across those 2. They said the niggas was over there wilding out, man. But I couldn't. You say, fuck, take me to King Mountain, man. You got on the bus. Gosh, Almighty.
I'm on the bus, man. And I bucked on Indian Creek.
I won't tough. That's why. That's back to what I was telling you. I said so when I came home. That's when I realized, like you said, hell won't in me, man. I promise you, when I got locked up, when I went to the system, that's when I realized that wasn't in me, man. So when I came home, I said, yo, I'm never gonna get myself in a position to go back there because, like you said, you got niggas like y'all was standing on business.
On business.
You know what I'm saying? I was bucking, man. I don't know bugger.
Standing on business, baby. You know what I'm saying? We were doing time, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We were doing time the best way we knew how.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was a barber.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Culture. You know what I'm saying? I was a culture nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Get that chair, you should slide yours over.
And I can stand on business. Nigga did penitentiary time, nigga, but you ain't did penitentiary time like I did it.
Grab that chair right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, scoot over a little bit. She gonna come over.
Come on in, Kozo. Come on in, fam. You know what I'm saying?
We got Big E in the building, man.
We in the building,
Doing? What we doing?
I'm gonna go into how with my relationship with Troy Ketchum. I ain't talked to him since he been home. That's probably
It's all good, baby.
Make sure you're talking to the mic, or at least close to it. Scoot up a little bit.
It's all good, baby. You know what I'm saying? We doing like this. We doing this shit on some real shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about the culture?
Uh-huh. Let's talk about
You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it.
We are the culture.
Yeah. Like you said, you buck man. You was fucking the buck on the good man.
Yeah, we are the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Good, bad, or indifference. We are the culture, baby. You know what I'm saying? Love it, leave it, or leave it alone. You bet not. That part. You know what I'm saying? You see that part.
Yeah, man. We still out here to tell a story. A lot of people can't tell that story, man. We you know, a lot of niggas still ain't.
Nigga talking about they dug it from the mud. You got it from that white man, or you got it from help. I ain't had no help.
No man.
You know what I'm saying? I got it from the mud, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real nigga that got it from the mud. You know what I'm saying? Built this barbershop.
Yeah.
But it's not just a barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
It's where you can come and get a cut. You can get, you know what I'm saying? You can be yourself.
some wise
But
words.
where you started off at though, you know, you ain't started off here. That's what people gotta understand.
In the penitentiary.
No, I'm talking about when you your first shop was the small shop and you upgraded it. Like people don't understand, man. You gotta take steps, right?
Right. I opened my first business in Yorktown, in Lackey.
That's where I got my first haircut from.
Lackey was a very
When I came home.
challenging situation because I started as Esquire. No, I ain't started Esquire. I started when I first came home in 2002 at Nouveau U in Hampton Institute.
You was cutting in the system though.
Yeah, I've been cutting this. Niggas know me.
Yeah. Come on, then Esquire. I remember that.
Like, I'm a real master.
Yeah.
All them other barbers, they can't see me. And they ain't boasting.
Yeah.
I'm not boasting.
But what impressed me is when you came home from the joint, you got the contract to go back in there and cut niggas' hair. Remember the joint, you know what I'm saying? That was real.
Yeah, I was cutting all the little inmates in 143. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Showing love, talking to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ever see the video on Instagram where the nigga say, you need a haircut, you need therapy.
Wow.
And when the nigga say, I just need a haircut, you tape his mouth with some fucking duct tape.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah. Nigga, don't talk no more. Just get a haircut.
Just get a haircut.
Yeah.
No, you can't do
Because if you want to get therapy and a haircut, nigga, it's $100. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with me, man. I know my value, man. You know what I'm saying? Blood, sweat, and tears. I sacrifice too much. You know what I'm saying? For a normal haircut. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm gonna get back to the present because it's real in this shit right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? We getting young men and women opportunity at least a professional barbershop. You know what I'm saying? And I built a team. I built a team. All my team members, they under 40.
Yeah, family.
I'm 61. You know what I'm saying? I'm 61.
Wow, that's crazy. Black don't crack, man. Y'all see that, man? You know what I mean? Hey, so you ever think about opening up like a barber school or something, man?
Man, I had the science on barbering, bro. And I ain't gonna give him that shit Chapman give him. I'm gonna give him some real shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him the shortcuts. You can go straight. I get your apprenticeship under my license. I'm a master barber.
Talk to him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That part. You ain't gotta go to Chapman and spend $10,000.
Talk to her, E. Talk to her.
Free. I'm getting free game.
You done already put some people through there.
I'm getting free game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I put them on, cuz.
Yeah.
I got a little younger right now just came in, you know what I'm saying? Ray Page, a beast. Cut better than me. But I don't want to tell them that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right, man. I'm gonna get a jump into this joint right fast though, man. But my man Chris hollering, man. You know what I mean? FOE Entertainment, man. You know what I mean? We gonna chop it up again. E right fast, man. Just hold on. We gonna hang out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We just chilling, man. FOE Entertainment.
Free Dre Sheets, nigga. Long live Dre in the wheelchair, nigga. Free all the guys.
What up, Cam?
We stand, man.
What up,
Niggas
baby?
ain't certified, man. Niggas know about my hood all the way in Japan, nigga. I'm from Bad News.
Haters upset because they can't play me in chess. Now they wanna lay me to rest. Every night it's a threesome. I lay with Miss K and Miss Tech. Pray will be next. Break into the land of freedom when we can be stable. Stay dangerous like aliens, right? Crash landings, I'm a bad man. And I'll be this way to the death. Soon as they drop those locations, we step. Bodies all over the pavement, we left. Mother named me Christian. Still I party with atheist women who praise me with sex. Thugging on a mission. The dodging new KPs. My students make shit with all these new babies. A guardian angel of death. Been saving me longer than payments of debt. Heart of a Navy SEAL vet. Probably been making me sweat. Pardon me, I brought my dogs with me. I'm dropping knowledge. Shouts out to God at me. Dropped out of college. I robbed a colony. I got your bra with me. Pop out to swallow me. I had to tell her. Found out her head game with Scientology. I had to sell her. I'm on my cheddar. Cheese. Ratting that nigga be telling on me. Still got my fire in the club like I'm not a felon. Popping bottle, dropping that mozzarella. And pyramid. Like Rockefeller, I get it in. I'm hot as peppers. Just did a bid. Now I'm out and better. It's the kid who got walk out forever. Grateful every morning that I wake up. As a matter of fact, I ain't been asleep yet since I was a pup. And that is a fact. Federal case after federal case I done dug. Back to back, product of my environment. Lone wolf in its natural habitat. Ooh, howling at the dark side of the moon. Where the sharks ride with the wolves. Where it's hard times for the goons. Yeah, but we all shine with the spoon. Around my trap house, long lines, so I whip like the greatest of all time. I'm on big time with a small time. Now I feel like Tupac, I got all eyes on me. Stunting on the small fries in this lifestyle, which I call crime. When we bite down across all lines, you'll get wiped down like a park side. Lights out, so the dark side, put them pipes out. We gon' find out who's full time, who's part time. Bring the wolves out, throw the wrong signs up around us, and y'all all dance. See, I think outside the box, knife out for ops, snipe out, hit all right. And this jury on me shut like 900,000 watts. Keep the newest on me, pull that swipe out and I won't stop. Got the fully on me, I ain't fighting now, I'ma pop it. Model coochie on me, I can fly around lots of thotties. Yeah. Grateful every morning that I wake up. As a matter of fact, I ain't been asleep yet since I was a pup. That is a fact. Federal case after federal case I done dug. Back to back, product of my environment. A lone wolf in its natural habitat. Ooh, howling at the dark side of the moon. Where the sharks ride with the wolves. Where it's hard times for the goons. We all shine with the spoon.
Yeah, man. FOE Entertainment, man. Shout out to my man Los, man. You know what I'm saying? That was Hollering at the Moon. Chris Hill. You know, I got my man E in the building. I got my man Sammy in the building. What we doing, man? Getting to the money.
Yeah. That's what we do, baby.
You know what I mean? That's Hey, Sam, what we got, man? Like I said, so
Sam, you
1995.
You was talking a lot, Sam.
Yeah.
You like a historian.
Yeah, 1995, that's when we wound up going to the system. Me and James wound up eating a boatload of that charge during the most of that time. And to me, at that time, I thought I was in the middle of the nightmare. Because, like I said, I wasn't all bad. The nightmare was, at the time, I had 3 scholarships available to me for playing football.
Wow.
Coach Reedman was our coach, and he had connects and contacts at smaller schools all around the neighborhood. I mean, not the neighborhood, but like I think he had contacts at Elizabeth State University, East Carolina State, VMI, Delaware State, and all of these schools they came with reps to our, all the graduating seniors that was at Ferguson playing football, and it was like, if y'all want to go to college, man, if y'all get a 750 on the SATs, y'all can go. And I wound up getting 750, so I was college bound. And it was just a matter of me picking which school I want to go to because all of them was offering. And I think William and Mary was in there too. And when I got locked up, it was heartbreaking.
Shout out Mike. Hey, Mike Powell said he had Coach Raymond too at Ferguson. He was there then.
Yeah.
Shout out Mike Powell.
You know what I'm saying? You shout out to Mike Powell. So you know Mike, right?
I probably do. I'm trying to think.
Mike old school.
Mike Burgess.
Mike Powell.
Mike Burgess won't on the football team.
Yeah.
What up, Mike Burgess?
You know you won't on the football team. Cut that shit out, Mike. Mike, one of the first motherfuckers I know around our neighborhood to carry a firearm.
Yeah, Mike is a wild dude, man.
He 12, 11 years old. I'm looking at Mike like, good God almighty, he grown.
Well, see, that's that representative.
Mike Burgess. Man, Mike Burgess was ahead of his time.
You know what I'm saying? When you get back to the realness of it, the essence, nigga, who we are,
Yeah.
nigga, we are that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mike Burgess was ahead of his time.
Yeah, you that nigga. That's right.
Yeah, Mike Burgess, that's my guy there.
Niggas out here representing.
But yeah, I was heartbroken.
You say right before.
Not Mike Powell, though.
This
Mike
Burgess.
Power. Mike Power, that's him.
No, this Mike Burgess. Not Mike Powell from our days. This
That's
Mike
his
Burgess.
nickname. That's his rap name, Mike Power. I know who Mike Burgess is.
This what he just said though. He just said so right there.
I'm telling you
Right
niggas a
before
fraud.
on the
But I'm
team.
just saying, nigga.
I got knocked
There's
up.
niggas out
I've
here
been having
representing.
school. And I was on the
He said he was on the team, man. Mike said he was on the team, man.
Mike Burgess ass be in so much trouble. He won't on no motherfucker.
He said he got knocked out with the hammer in school.
That sound about
He was
right.
on a rice. He said he was on a wrestling team.
That's
Oh, strong ass nigga. He said he was on a wrestling
I
team.
ain't taking nothing from Mike
My
Burgess.
nigga.
Mike Burgess was bigger than all us. He
Hell
was
yeah.
faster than all us. So I know if he wanted to play football, he would have. I just say see him on the football team.
No, he said he was on a wrestling team.
I was on the wrestling team. I don't remember on the wrestling team.
No. Hey, Mike.
Mike Front.
No, Mike ain't from. Mike ain't no lying nigga.
He said him, Todd Moore, and Ricky was on a wrestling team.
Oh, you know what? He might. This all might have happened before I got there because I came from New Jersey. Like me and my brother was in between New Jersey and Newport News a lot because my mom and my pops were separated. So when I came back, it was in '93, and it was October.
Right now, right?
Uh-huh.
So everything we might not say, nigga, you might not like. Well, fuck.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I ain't saying, he wasn't on the team when I was on the team because when I first got back, it was in between football and basketball. So I jumped on the wrestling team because I was wrestling up in New Jersey. Mike, I ain't saying he couldn't because he probably could ball me up in the presser back then. So when I got on the team, he wasn't there, but I didn't get on the team till my 10th grade year. Midway through the school year in October when I came from New Jersey.
That's what we just said. Shit, Mike said that's when I got jammed in '93, November the 4th, on his birthday. He got put out all the schools.
That sound about right because I ain't get on the wrestling team that year. I came back in '93, so that's probably what he's saying probably is accurate.
Yeah, he accurate.
Yeah, he right. Yeah. Respect, Mike.
So that's all I can think about. All all I could think about was, damn, I fucked up. I fumbled the bag. I fumbled.
Fumble, man.
I did. This is
nigga,
my.
Hey, look. Let me tell y'all. News break. That nigga got a cranberry motherfucking color Cadillac outside, sitting on bowls, nigga, with the spinners. How about that?
Man. I'm just talking about how I felt
High school.
at the time. At the
Hey,
time.
Sam, but now look, Sam, they think you ain't doing your shit, nigga. You on your shit. Tell them niggas.
We gonna
Tell
get into
them
that.
niggas,
We gonna get into
Tell
that.
them niggas.
We gonna get into that.
We on our shit, nigga.
But when I was 17 years old,
Talk to her. Talk to her.
Fuck that shit.
Talk to her. Yeah, he said stop being modest, man. That's what he say, man. He said stop being humble, man. Talk to these niggas, man.
Nigga, if you work, nigga, you did it.
I get all that.
Hey, Mike said, good to see you, man. It's been a long time.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. We grew up together.
Fuck that
That's
shit.
what he said. He said, talk that shit, man.
At the
You
time,
thought I was done, nigga. I ain't done.
when I was 17
just
years
done,
old,
nigga.
I felt
You
like I
see?
let my mama down.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga.
I felt like
All the time, man.
Yeah, man. You gotta give
I
them
didn't
that
live up
shit,
to
'cause these niggas don't know
what I could have been.
Saying mad, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we on some real good shit.
Yeah, I mean, it all worked to the good. It all worked to the
We on
good.
real good shit.
But at the time, when I was 17 years old,
Mhm.
I felt like I fucked up because it was in December, going into January, and you know, I think we was at the midterms, and they coming in there into the juvenile detention center, bringing me midterms, and all I could think about is, damn, man, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I fucked up at 17 years old. I didn't
Yeah.
know
Nigga,
what
you
else,
hearing something.
but I didn't know
You
what
hearing
else
something. It's
life
some
had to
young
offer.
man seeing this shit, man, that you can hit on, yo.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because they know if he can do it,
Mm-hmm.
that ain't the end of the story, but that's
God
where I
did
was
it
at.
already for him, man.
That's where I was at in that moment. I was
Yeah.
frustrated.
God did it.
I was mad.
And nobody did it for you.
And-
God did it for you.
At that time, all I could see was those 9 years. When my uncle said to me, it dropped right in my lap. And I was struggling with what the fuck did I just do? Because I had a different opportunity. You know, this wasn't my only avenue that I had to choose from. Like I said, I had scholarships available to me.
True.
And I was on my way to play football. I actually played with Aaron Brooks.
Okay, shout out to Aaron Brooks. Yeah.
He was there in my 11th grade year. He was our quarterback. And I played with Mike Vick.
Okay. Shout out to Mike Vick.
So, you know, Coach Reeman, he was doing a good job with the youth. He was sending us to school, giving us an opportunity outside. He come from Newport News as well. I think he went to
Shout out Coach Freeman.
either Huntington or Booker T. I can't remember which one of them schools. he went to.
So out of the 9, how many years you end up doing out of the 9 years?
8 years and 10 months.
Ooh, you did it all.
Because like I said, I was frustrated.
He was wilding in there too.
I was
in system wilding. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you wilding.
Like I said,
Yeah, you wilding. My nigga.
like I said,
Yeah.
Somebody being a hero right now.
I was going crazy in there. I was going crazy because all I could see is where I should have been and where I'm at now. So I couldn't process it. I couldn't process it. So
Good, bad, and different.
everybody in Walker Village know how to fight.
Oh, you don't understand.
That's
You know
all
what
we
I'm
did in Walker Village was fight. So I came into jail. I came in the detention center. I came in the prison system already knowing how to fight very well because
saying? Yeah, rumble.
that's what we do. If we ain't playing football and basketball, we fighting on each other.
Go ahead, man.
So
If he move like that, it's gonna go.
when I got in there, I was so frustrated, so mad. Everything I did, I fought a lot. I fought a lot. I stayed in the
Saying,
hole
you seem
and I
like
fought.
you was a real rumbler, man.
Man, I used to tear people's ass.
Hey, look, I put a nigga up in anything.
Yeah, shout out Mike. Yeah, man. Mike, yeah, we go back, man. Mike, you already know, man, what it is, man. You know, nigga.
Standing partner right, beat him together.
Yeah.
We been on the grind together, nigga. You know what time it is.
Nigga,
Yeah.
So
dinner him up. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man.
You know who I am.
they
And I
certified.
rumble good.
With who?
I rumble. I'm a
Yeah,
rumble.
he a rumbler.
That's why I say
Standing on
old
shit,
school.
Good, bad, and different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
most people from
Gotta
Newport
stand
News,
up.
you usually got a decent rumble game from Newport News. Most people from Newport News.
All them niggas
especially the downtown area, any one of them
Bet
projects.
They bet that, nigga.
People got a
You know
good
what I'm
fight
saying?
game down there.
Try that shit.
Be rumping them, yeah.
And
You taste different, nigga.
I went in the detention center long. They processed me and certified me and put me in the Newport News City jail.
Oh man.
And
Besides that, you ain't talk about the product.
that's what I'm trying to get to.
This is about the rap game.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
I'm trying to bring you there.
That's what I'm getting to. And when I got to the new, like I said, they certified me, and I got to the Newport News jail, and it was this guy named Troy Catchmore.
Shout out Troy. Shout out.
And I didn't know many people. You know, I knew of them, but I didn't know many people personally outside of Troy Catchmore. And he used to hang with my uncle when I was younger. I remember seeing him around, you know, at my mama's house, or when I hang with my uncle sometimes, tag along.
Shout out, tag along.
I see Troy, and he used to say, "What's up? Give me a couple dollars here and there." Just, you know, being an older figure in my life. And when I seen him, I immediately attached myself to him because I knew he would have my best interest in heart. And you know, I think I was at the Newport News City Jail for like maybe 11 months, but I was a terror there. If I wasn't fighting on somebody, I was doing something to get in trouble, staying in and out of the hole. So he had me there for about 10, 11 months and shipped me straight up out of there to Southampton receiving. I get to Southampton receiving.
Gladiator school.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I was the gladiator.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I was.
Nigga whoop your ass though.
That's what I want. Yeah, I heard about the gladiator school.
I don't think you be whooped.
I was whooped.
No.
I was whooped in there, but
Don't think you be but that was gladiator school.
when
I heard about that Southampton shit,
when
boy.
you say
Nigga
that's,
poke your ass.
I'm gonna give
the air out your back.
Well, I ain't trying.
I'm gonna give you the layout. I'm gonna give you the layout. When I got to the receiving center, you know, it was my first time meeting some of these other people from different parts of Virginia, Tidewater area, Portsmouth, Norfolk, and Richmond as well. And a lot of times, you know, they used to say real recognize real back in the day. And, you know, it didn't take long for me to make allies and make friends with a lot of these people. And, you know, some of them was wild, some of them in there fake, and some of them real. And, you know, I just found myself getting into trouble. Because, like I said, I was still frustrated. So you had too many words. You know, I'd be like, you know, my favorite saying, see me when the doors pop. So as soon as the doors open up, we get into it, we fighting, I'm going to the hole.
So when the doors swing, you swing, nigga.
Yeah.
I put a nigga out there in the King Mountain, right? Nigga out Danville. Punch that nigga, man.
Yeah.
I broke my hand.
Oh, yeah, I ran into
See the joke right here. You see the scar?
Yeah, I see the scar.
Right there.
I broke my hand right there. Uppercutting this nigga. Goddamn stool.
Hey.
I like it go, right?
Go ahead, man. He hit the nigga as soon as you open the door. As soon as the door open up.
Yeah, when the door swing,
All them niggas know out there.
when the door swing, you swing.
You got on some bullet shit. You got on some bullet. You got some muscle. Yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta get like that sometimes, though, man. Yeah, for real.
Tell all them niggas out there.
They know what time it is. Yeah. I heard. Trust me. Everybody say, yeah, you gonna rumble. They say, you gonna rumble now, goddamn it. Everybody know that shit.
Like this,
He's gonna rumble.
Your battery low. So,
You know what I'm saying?
one of the situations that I got into, it was from it was some dudes from Alexandria.
Alexandria.
It was some guys. This one I was at the receiving center.
I don't even care, man.
I'm gonna let E talk.
Broadcast, y'all already know. I ain't trying to take the mic.
You did, nickel.
He's talking about Alexandria.
All right, we go.
So, you know, one of the situations I wound around in the Duke Brooks, that's Aaron Brook brother that used to play football.
Shout out Duke.
We was in there and some
They
dudes,
my cousin, man.
they beefing over the basketball. They get to it. I'm about to fight 2 or 3 dudes from Alexandria, Virginia. And Duke jumped in it. Duke got, he was standing right behind me. I didn't even know Duke was behind me. I just seen the 3 dudes that was trying to jump on me. They backed off. And I turned around, I see Duke, and that was my first time experiencing some Newport News love. in the system. You know, like I said, I ran into chore at the jail, but I wasn't at the jail too much longer after that, and wound up going to the receiving center, getting into trouble, getting into administration. What is it? Administrative segregation, admin,
So,
and
like why you was in that part of the penitentiary?
Yeah, dude.
Like a nigga like me was in the penitentiary, nigga, you was in the front street.
I gotta jump into the last junk for the day, man. My man Black Promise. This junk called promotional video, man. Black Promise. Y'all know who Black is down the way. We gonna get back to my man Sham. You know what I mean? Tap in.
Yeah.
What up, country boy Dollar? What we doing?
I've been through BS. I don't trust shit. I mind my business and invest in it. A bit blunt rolled up. Good funk in it. Calculating the bag. See how much is in it. I've been through BS. I don't trust shit. I mind my business and invest in it. A big blunt rolled up. Good funk in it. Calculating the bag. See how much is in it. Stay by your dolly. Niggas keep their eyes on your movements. Even your rollie, he would slide on your boot quick. But that's just a bitch, and not your wife. Cause if so, how he even know she even about that life? Think about it. She holding your hand and plotting. That whack ass nigga you thought was your man, yeah, he clowning. Where's the morals? That shit don't exist anymore. All they know is partying and Christian Dior. People befriend you just to cross you over like Kyrie. You like, what's the point? They like, God, I'm being genuine. That shit alone go a long way. Hustle and be humble and stay inside of a calm space. Black boys watch your stash. When you had it, your cousin go and snatch us cause he fucked up a pack. Let me tell you, this goes forever, my fella. The rules to the game has been embellished with jealousy. Niggas willing be. I'm about cheese and celery. Making music and dropping heat sequence with melody. What you telling me? You got it for the low? What you selling me? Wolf tickets, then you go rest in peace like Delarice, real nigga. Plus the full code like a city jail. I stand on my word in case you don't know. I go Congo, mind your business or I'll wet your wig like slow glow. Nigga with the long nose. I've been through BS. I don't trust shit. I mind my business and invest in it. A bit blunt rolled up. Good funk in it. Calculating the bag. See how much is in it. I've been through BS. I don't trust shit. I mind my business and invest in it. A big blunt rolled up. Good funk in it. Calculating the bag. See how much is in it. He could be a part of the fam and a part of the jam, but when it all in, he got a different plan. Loyalties cost less than lawyer fees. Do you get it? They throwing niggas under the HRT. It's bad with VA. It's full of larceny. Cops and chiefs, niggas will crack in they boxer briefs. So I'm rocking with niggas who used to be on the block with me, up high in the corner, like an apostrophe. Think about the next plan. Fuck the next man, James Brown. I keep searching for the next band. No time for frenemies, nigga. What's your energy? I don't know if you scheming or admiring my inner king. Fake shit is what I'm starting to read. Fictional novel, I can tell you got something up your sleeve. Let me see one false shit. I cut links to stick you with a knife, walk you around. Yeah, you stuck with me. Eyes wide in on the prize. I can't slip up by letting one of you fucking niggas get it mixed up. Take these quotes for what it's worth and apply it to your everyday life and you will see how it works. I've been through BS. I don't trust shit. I mind my business and invest in it. A bit blunt rolled up. Good funk in it. Calculating the bag. See how much is in it. I've been through BS. I don't trust shit. I mind my business and invest in it. A big blunt rolled up. Good funk in it. Calculating the bag. See how much is in it.
Yeah.
Big dog, big bad, the fuck you mean?
Just send me some new music, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna jump into that in a little bit, man. But I got my man Sham. Y'all see E right here, man. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm messing through this little thing right here. Let me get back to where I was at. That was Black Promise. Talk to me. Yeah, I got my charger on me.
Yo, you got a low battery, man.
We good. It ain't gonna go out. This ain't got nothing to do with my podcast.
Okay.
We good.
I want you to be able to read them comments though.
Say no more. We definitely gotta read the comments because last time my man said, yo, y'all gotta interact with the viewers, man. Now my man got, you know what I'm saying? My man Splitter, he's like, yo.
Great, baby.
There we go. Boom. Don't allow. What we doing, man?
We talking to him.
Get to the Money Podcast. I got my man Sam right here. I got my man E right here. You know what I'm saying?
Already know, nigga.
You know what we doing? You know?
We talking to him.
So back to what you were saying, far as you said you first when you was in the system.
Yeah, I was
Newport News jail.
Newport News jail to the receiving center. And like I said, I was frustrated as hell, and I couldn't understand how the hell I had so much time. So I used to spend a lot of my time in there fighting, staying in the hole, in and out the hole. I know that ain't how people usually do their time, but man, I was just mad. I was mad as hell, and from the receiving center, wound up getting into something. I think I headbutted a sergeant in there. He was in there.
You bucked on somebody?
The Sergeant Brown. I think he came from Greensville. You know Sergeant Brown.
Yep.
He a light-skinned older head. Man, he was in there talking crazy.
Tried.
He was talking crazy.
Because he seen the king in you.
I don't know what he was thinking about. I headbutted the shit out of his ass. He said, you just headbutted the sergeant. You headbutted the sergeant.
Man, you wild.
Damn, soldier.
He was talking crazy. Yo, young ass, you gonna know what the system about. I said, man, shut the bop. Headbutt the shit out of his ass. He said, you going straight to the hole. And from there, I went to the hole. They had me in a special hole in the back of the receiving center. It was 2 cells back there. One of them was mine. So, from there, I was on segregation. They wound up sending me over to the regular Southampton, what you call it, Gladiator School.
Yeah.
And it was Officer Turner. We was just getting there. He was sitting there like, man, you could do your time the easy way.
Talk about it.
Or you could do your time the hard way. He said, how you gonna do your time, young man? I said, man, get the fuck out my face with that dumbass shit, man. I said, man, I got 9 years to do no relief, man. I ain't trying to hear none of that dumbass shit you said. He said, oh, you gonna do yours the hard way.
Canary. You got the cranberry candy in the yard, nigga.
You learn early not to fuck with them guards. They make it hard for you.
I didn't care.
And we good.
I figured I was gonna have a hard time because mentally I was going through hardships in my mind. Cause all I could see was I was missing. I know
shit the nigga ain't seen. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. I ain't knocking who I am as a person. It's just those steps. So I wound up staying in the hole until I got over to the receiving center.
Yep.
Until I got to the regular Southampton. And when I get to Southampton, if you call it Gladiator School, whatever, I didn't see it as, I just seen it as, people from different neighborhoods, different cities.
Yeah. But look,
and
we all in the same neighborhood. You know what the Mexicans told me?
What's that?
You better hear it.
I'm listening.
They said, why we don't have what we need as black people, but we are so competitive.
I believe it. I believe that. I really do. And I made a lot of relationships. I made a lot of relationships with people outside of Newport News.
Be uncompetitive. And we'll reverse back on you.
Yeah.
The law of attraction gives you what you put in.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? Put 100%, put 80%, put 40%. That's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
It ain't about sewing. It ain't about none of that shit.
Yeah.
But them motherfuckers get money. You see how they live? Yep.
Yeah.
That's
a fact, man.
So you know what I'm saying? My money.
Mm-hmm.
But you gonna give me some money?
Yeah.
And I give you 10% of that money. But it ain't blessed me for the harvest and the sowing and the grading and the seeding I put in the ground.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't got none of that.
Yeah.
So what we talk about right now?
You just talking about, man, how you get...
Yeah, you is. You got some ears in this motherfucker. What we talking about right now?
Just talking about, man, you just...
Okay, talking about legacy. We We talking about
Okay.
like
That's how
family.
you shift it from.
Everything in the circle, nigga, is good.
So what got you introduced to the music though, as far as the music?
Okay. Like I was saying, when I got to Southampton,
Mm-hmm.
I was getting in a lot of trouble. I met this guy named Monte from Hampton. He was from off Shell Road. He got locked up for killing the police.
Okay.
Monte, Egg Roll, Mac, I think they got locked up in Timothy Royal. He wound up getting the death penalty out Hampton. They killed the officer.
I remember the killing.
Yeah, the Royal Boy.
Me and my little brother Keith Davis.
Mm-hmm.
We was riding up Kickatown Road.
Uh-huh.
My mama bought a brand new camera. And that was my brother car. We rolled by the jump.
Yeah.
Police would whistle down Kickatown, right? But we had just rolled by the shoot. Man, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. But that's what Monte was in there
All
for.
my family, them Royals, man.
And
I'm
you a Royal?
Yeah.
I ain't know that. I ain't know you was related to Sam Egg Roll, right?
All of them, man.
I ain't know that. See, I didn't know
Sure,
Tim. I met Sam, and Sam took a liking to me when I was at Southampton because we had the same name. I was younger than him, so he tried to take me under his wing. You know, he. That's why I say I didn't see it as gladiator school because it was a lot of people that had protection around me. They was looking out for me because I was a younger fella. So
Put no hands on us, man.
that's why I say I didn't really feel the gladiator school with it
I ain't
because
feel nothing.
I didn't have that type of pressure. You know,
nigga take advantage of it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Come on, man. We him.
Monte Yarborough, that was his name. I've seen him a couple times. He home now, and that was one of the guys that I was kind of trying to rap with.
Mm-hmm.
Monte was a little bit better than me at the time. I used to do a lot of freestyling, so we have ciphers. Everybody wanted to see us rap. We was young, and that's why I was, getting a taste for it, getting my desire up to rap with Monte Yarborough. Call him Blackhurst. That's his rap name. I don't know if he still go by that, but but I said I was upset in there, man. I got into too many fights, and I was in a hole, and they kept putting me on 90-day review. I didn't know they was opening up Sussex 1 and get ready to ship people there, but that's what they plans with us.
Same shit.
And
I'm just 6 months in the hole.
I was in the hole for a whole year.
Shit.
I was in the hole, man.
Cooperate. You know what I'm saying?
I stopped trying to get out the hole.
Conforming to that shit.
Go ahead, man.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I told nigga, we bucket.
Yeah.
Take all our shit.
Let's go.
Nigga was like 80 niggas in Dawn 2, nigga on any creek, nigga. You know how many niggas came out?
What up, Sprilla?
8 niggas.
Yeah, so
What up, Sprilla Scrag? I mean, I hope I ain't butchered your name again, man. You know, sometimes I don't be doing it on purpose, man. Squilla, talk to me.
the next time after I seen some daylight from being in the hole at Southampton was when they was opening up Sussex 1. And when I get to Sussex 1, there's a few guys from Newport News, Lucky, Cornelius Turner. I don't know if people know him, but he's an old school legend. Lucky, Red Ron. Boogaloo was there. Boogaloo is a legend out our way. 6ix9ine was there. And these some of the guys that took me under their wing. And another guy was there named Troy Catchmore. And like I said, I remember Troy from the street. Troy took me under his wing at the jail. And here he is at Sussex 1. And I don't know what Troy was on, but Troy had all the movement that you could think about having in somebody's prison system. Everywhere. He knew this guy named Bro Willie from Richmond. And everywhere we wanted to go, Troy made it happen. Everybody else in the cell, Troy got us out in some sort of program. He got his own cassette player. We had cassette players back in the day. He had a recorder. We in there. He got an instrumental. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? How the hell Troy pull all this shit off? But Troy came in there, with that mindset. He was a little bit older than us. He had a lot of movement in there. And he made sure me and Monte had a platform to express ourselves with our creativity. And that's why I really started getting to rap Troy Catchmore helped hone my skills as a rapper, helped, polish my writing skills, and gave us something to aim for as far as the rap. You know, man, he'll get the people to do talent shows just so we could showcase our talent in there. And, yeah. And like I said,
Shout out Troy.
this was in the prison system.
Uh-huh.
Troy out there moving like he had freedom. Like he had so much movement that he had us doing things that we couldn't do on our own. So
it's already done.
Yeah.
You already seen.
Okay, so when you came home, when you first did your first song, kind of, you know what I mean?
Like I said, I had a whole bunch of songs. Hey man,
because I know back then niggas won't really, you know what I mean? We was just rapping to be rapping, you know what I mean? Just going around rapping, but won't really.
Troy had me right. Okay. Cause Troy, like I said, Troy. Troy was he was a thinker. Troy was a winner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Troy put his mind in too much stuff that he wasn't successful at. Like I said, Troy gave us a platform.
Yeah, true that.
He motivated us. He pushed us. And before I came home, man, I think I had like 100 songs memorized.
Mm-hmm.
Not written down. I had 100 songs memorized. And that's how he pushed us. You know, he ain't accept nothing less from us. So when I came home, I was already ready to go. If anybody had any type of studio access, if anybody had any type of access to anything, I was prepared. I had so much content as far as rap music goes. I was ready. And I think Chanel probably was the first person that I got in touch with when I came home. I want to say Monte came home a little bit later, but we didn't really get to create,
Chanel Catchmore?
Yeah.
Shout out Chanel. Shout out. She was at the Styles P joint. I mean, what was it? No, yeah, it was a Styles P joint. Yeah.
She used to try to keep me on track, but like when I came home, I ain't had much of shit. So, even though I might have had enough talent to rap or be in that creative space to rap, man, shit, I didn't have much of nothing. So, I didn't come home with the idea of selling drugs, but I didn't have much going on. So, I just fell into that loop. I started watching, my uncle, the same guy that I was telling you about earlier. He was like, man, give yourself some time. Don't come straight out here trying to do what everybody else do. Give yourself some time. Give yourself at least 6 months so you can figure out what's going on. So I did that. I sat back. I looked. I tried to talk to people, find out what's going on in the streets. And, it took about 6 months. And I wound up, trying to get at it. I hollered at my friend James, his cousin, Brian Austin.
Okay.
He was one of the guys.
Shout out, B.
B. Everybody know him as B.
Yeah, shout out, B.
He remembered me from when I was younger, so he gave me a chance.
What's up?
Anything I needed, he'll put it in my hands, and that started to turn things around for me because he not only just put a pack in my hand, I didn't know how to sell, drugs at all. I'm coming from playing sports, robbing, stealing, to no knowledge of how to sell drugs to it. He taught me how to use a scale. He taught me how to bag up. He taught me what the measurements was. I didn't know nothing. So he used to laugh at me like, what the hell are you doing? I remember you get to him out the bag before he laugh at me like, what the fuck you doing, man?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you was getting away. They loved you out there.
Yeah, they love me. He like, what the fuck you doing out here, man? No, stop, Sam. Stop. So, he used to, I guess what you would call it, he made sure and he mentored me as far as drugs.
So let me ask you a question. Like when you was out there selling the drugs and stuff, because that's another thing too, man. Like was you actually like afraid of getting caught or going to jail? Because when I was out there, honestly, that was the last thing on my mind was the police.
when I first came home, I didn't care. I didn't really, I was just surviving. I didn't care. So, I used to stand in front of Fruit Tiger, stand all up in front of Jefferson, in between 19th Street, the Food Tiger.
But the police won't jumping on niggas and all that like that back then. It was like niggas was just they was like
They was. I just didn't care.
okay.
I just didn't care. I figured, I could outrun them. And I didn't care, man. Shit, me and Tavan Stokes used to be in front of Walker Village with fucking grocery bags full of weed, serving people out the grocery bag of weed.
Yeah.
And, I ain't think nothing of it. He ain't care. I ain't care. I just didn't know. I didn't know no better, and I ain't care.
Yeah, I ain't never sold weed. You know what I mean? That was my thing. You know what I mean? I never in my life sold weed. I mean, yeah, I'm
Rest in peace to a friend of mine named King Yada. He was like, man.
Yeah, shout out to Yachty.
When I first came home, he used to talk to me a lot, and he'd be like, man, selling weed is a different element from selling cocaine and selling crack and other harder drugs.
I mean, yeah. So you started hustling later on. I got you because you said you was doing the criminality thing first, and then you got introduced to the drug game later on in life. I got you.
Yeah, when I came home.
Okay, so yeah.
I was 24 years old.
I got you. That
From
makes
17 years to I think I was about to be 25 when I came home. I spent 8 years and 10 months in jail. So when I came home, it was a crash course of hustling.
But hear what I'm saying. Like in my era, you was like saying it now, like you sold weed. You won't know. You was like I ain't say a square, but like niggas that was selling trouble when I was came up. Cause like you said, when you came home. And like you said, that was a different era.
That was 2003.
Yeah, that's a whole different era. I'm talking about back in the 90s, the early 90s. Like, niggas that sold weed, they won't look upon them. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what's crazy about our society, though. You see what I'm saying? But that's the lesser joy. You get the lesser time. But niggas won't respecting you because you trying to be smart. It's like Mayweather. He undefeated, right? Because he never lost, but he don't fight when you watch his matches. You get what I'm saying? He was a defensive player.
I don't know. Because I knew some dudes who used to sell a lot of weed, make a lot of money.
But nobody, I'm just saying it's not even.
I don't know.
Yeah, me too. But this is what I'm saying. I know a lot of dudes that sold weed to get money, but the majority of the people that we knew that was getting the money was, you won't look upon the same way as when you sold weed or you sold blow back in my era.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe. I don't know. I couldn't answer that question.
It was crazy. But what I'm saying, it was crazy that our mentality was like that, though. I ain't saying it was good or bad. I'm just saying it was the way we was thinking.
Yeah, when you was going through that, I was in some other prison system. So when I came home in 2003, I waited a while, but once I got into it, things were on the cusp of changing. Cell phones was getting... So people started changing how they was hustling and how they was making money. And, I had this cell phone, so I used to be like, man, I know I can't stand in this spot like this forever. Even though I ain't care, I said it got to be a more efficient way. I had an endless connect with Brian. I never lacked for anything as far as that go. And, they was more they didn't want to get involved with cocaine because they said it bring too much with it.
Yeah.
We ain't trying to be out here shooting with people. Just get just as much money.
Yeah, right.
It just depends on how fast you pushing it. If you're trying to sit on it and make all the money, you ain't gonna see no dollars. So, I just used to be trying to connect with people, let them know I had it, let them know you ain't got to keep coming in front of Food Tiger. You ain't got to keep coming to 19th Street. You could call this number, and if I can't get to you, you could get to me. And after a while, I went from having nothing to, man, I started having a lot of money. And, to me, it might have not been a lot of money to everybody, but coming from jail, I got locked up, I'm 16, 17 years old. Shit, 2,500, 5,000 started looking like a lot to me. Every time I turn around, I used to go to the cash check place over there right beside Progressives. And I used to try to turn them ones and them tens into hundreds. And, she used to always, I think, who was it? It was one of them Night Noise sisters. I think it was Trina. She used to always be like, oh, you trying to get money out here. And I'd be like, yeah, whatever. So, it go from that to you know, now I'm starting to see things from a different point of view because I ain't struggling no more. I'm having money, and that same cousin that I said helped me pen that rhyme, he sat there and talked to me. He was like, "Man, you need to do something different with this." He was like, "Man, don't be scared to get a job because the same money you making, you know, hustling, shit, there's some money in working too." So what I used to do is hustle the pack when I get a chance, get a job, and you know, I use all that money in coordination with each other. You know, if I'm getting a pack, I'm putting check money on it, I'm putting work money on it. And I wasn't no heavy spender. You know, I wasn't trying to impress nobody because you know I look pretty good, so nobody won't, you know, I won't starve them for attention as far as the females go. I always, you know, any female that I set my eyes on, I wind up with her. So, you know, I wasn't trying to impress nobody with the best car because I'm coming home from jail. I ain't had shit. Everything I had to my name, I could fit it in a foot tote. In
True that.
and, you know, shit, I didn't really want for much. So I saved a lot of money and, you know, wound up going back and forth, doing the street thing. And, you know, messing with Brian, he got me good at selling drugs, you know, selling weed specifically. And, you know, I ventured outside of that. You know, I messed with the coke for a little bit, crack for a little bit. But my main forte was selling weed. And that's because I got the ins and outs from B.
So let's end this. Like I said, we gotta wrap this up in a little bit. So let's say what you want to tell the audience, as far as the youth. You know what I mean? Like, what would you do different? Like we were talking about, you know what I mean? Solutions. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you always, you know, we tell the stories. You know, everybody know the stories. You know what I mean? But sometimes you might say something that'll capture somebody else that they might think they might be like, okay, you know what I mean? That'll make something clicking in them. You get what I'm saying? So what would you tell a younger you?
Man, sometimes, man, I be at loss for words when it come to talking to the youth.
I said a younger you.
A younger me. That's why I say I be at a loss sometimes when it comes to talking to them because I remember how I was coming up. I remember how hard headed I was, and I remember how I seen older people who tried to give me advice. I didn't. I didn't process it at all. And you know, when you're talking to younger people, you might think you're giving them some jewels, but a lot of times your words falling on deaf ears because they can't relate to you because you're not in their circles. You're not a part of their peer group. So sometimes, you know, it's hard to talk to a younger guy. You sometimes you gotta let them go through the experiences in order. Cause like I said, I've tried to talk to a lot of younger guys, and sometimes, man, it don't pan out because they not really listening. They wind up going out there and catching bodies, or they wind up getting a long time in jail, or they wind up getting killed.
Or do you? You're right, but do you think that, far as perception, like, do you think that makes a difference to listen to young kids? Like, they listen to the rappers, they listen to people. You know what I'm saying? Because influence is a lot. You get what I'm saying? So let's say if, for instance, I'm gonna give you my example. Like my mom, she worked her tail off, man. She did what she had to do to raise 3 kids. She did this and that, but I wasn't listening to her because she didn't have the things that I seen everybody else having. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying that. Do you think that makes a difference?
I think it does because like
my mom had a high school diploma, a college diploma, this and that, but she was working at McDonald's. We didn't even have a vehicle. You get what I'm saying? So when I was coming up, I'm like, damn, mom, you did this and did that, and we still, you know what I mean? But I wasn't realizing that she was doing the right, doing what she, you know what I'm saying? Now I realize that, but back then I'm looking at it like, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to do that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do this because that's what this what's gonna got.
And that's why I say sometimes it's hard for me to, because, like, man, it's entertaining. Because I sit back and talk to the youngins, and maybe people don't like the way I talk to young people. I be done laughed at him. He telling me what he going through. It's funny to me because you know, I don't want to sit there and say, man, shit, I've been there. It's just funny. I be like, damn, boy, you crashing.
But you think they would listen to you like he said? You got the caddy out there in Cranberry. So you think they'll listen to you when they see you pull up in your? That's what I'm saying. But if you pull up in a pencil or you pull up in like a state, you think the message would be different?
I don't know because, like I said, you never know what motivate these young people because it's hard to put yourself in their shoes because it's different. is different. Just like the older people, they thought they knew us, but we was traveling at another pace than them older heads. Like when you was younger, didn't you see like what? How old did the person have to be for you to think they was an old head?
Yeah, about 30, 40, 20. Yeah, they're 30, 40. Yeah.
Man, when I was 16 years old, if you were 21, you was an old head. I thought you was old.
But I heard the 21s was hanging with the 16, and I ain't even realize these niggas was that old. You see what I'm saying? I knew they was older, but
Who they was, but I still like Troy Ketchman. I thought he was an old head.
Oh,
he wasn't that much older than me, but he wasn't in my peer group. So that's why I say, when you're talking to the youngest, I'm always available to give them something to go with, but I try not to talk to them like they daddy. I give it to them how I feel moved to. If they say something stupid to me, I'm like, you sound stupid as a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to do that to him.
If
you got to say that just like that, man. That shit sounds stupid, man. You sound like a clown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to bring. That's what I do to my son. You break it down to him like that.
Like I just had a situation where my niece, her son just had he in a situation.
Hello. Hey.
Yeah, my niece, her son, he 15 years old, and he got some little girl pregnant. So I'm giving it to him. I'm like, man, shit, your life finna change. Your life finna change. I was like, look at you right now. You look silly right now. Like, you ain't got no money. When your baby hit, you can't even buy your baby no shoes. You can't buy your baby no formula, no Pampers. You gonna feel crazy. And when your child get here, you gonna feel crazy. And I said, man, and you don't even know if you and the baby mama don't stay together. If that girl and you separate, then you gonna have a whole nother child support situation you going through. And man, I said, man, you need to start looking at things different. And at the time, he started crying. I'm like, what the fuck you crying for? Like, this ain't no shame. You ain't the first person to have a baby at 15. You ain't gonna be the last. It ain't nothing to be ashamed of, because that life is here now. I said, man, you need to start figuring it out. What you gonna do? And my wife, she was like, why you laughing at her? Why you talking to her like that? I said, that's all I got. That's why I said, I don't really know. I ain't trained to talk to kids. I ain't trained to talk to the youth. All I could do is give it to them how, at the moment I feel moved to.
That's going back to what I said in music. So, do you believe that, like kids, like when I look at kids these days, this generation, I can tell what kind of person they are as far as what they listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I got like a 15-year-old, they listen to Rod Wave, or they listen to like an NBA young boy you know what I mean? I know what kind of kid it is. They got a kid that listen to like a Chief Keef, or you see what I'm saying? Oh, he a little wild nigga. So everything is influential nowadays. That's what I'm trying to say. And in the music, I'm like, dog, you only like 16. You don't got problems. Like, how you depressed? You don't got no bitch. You know what I mean? So it's just putting these people in this mood. You know what I mean? To put you in that mind frame.
I don't even like, and I hear people saying that, man, it's the music, this. But shit, when we was listening to Mobb Deep, the infamous Mob, we listened to Biggie Small, Ready to Die, and all that stuff, our older generation felt like we was crazy for listening to that music. So
yeah, but that influenced a lot of people. It influenced me because that was the soundtracks to kind of my life. Those was we was living. That's why I related, because I was living what they was talking about. I know how it feels to wake up, rock is broke as hell, another rock is hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my God, this nigga talking to me. You know
like I said though,
like
that's why I said
that nigga said that.
I didn't see them as being truthful. When I seen Tupac, in my mind, I'm seeing Tupac in movies. I'm seeing Tupac outside of rap. And in my mind, I processed that is no way he could be doing what my uncle doing. Is no way he could be doing what Troy Ketchmore doing. Is no way he could be doing what Charles Barlow doing. Is no way he could be doing what Paul Taylor doing. He got to be entertaining people. When I looked at Biggie Smalls, I said, it's not enough time in the day for you to do the stuff you say you doing and live what I see these people doing, which is a full-time 24/7 hour job,
But it's
out
certain
here in these
stuff
streets.
that I ain't saying like pop. There's certain stuff that you can say.
I can hear the truth in it.
Yeah, certain like you got to be there to even
Yeah.
your mind even go there.
That's why I said I was in the mix.
So yeah, I got you.
I didn't when I looked at them, I seen what the real was.
Yeah.
And when I heard it, what they were saying, I was saying to myself, "There's no way," because I see what they was doing. Your ass gonna be shooting somebody. Your ass gonna be in jail. Your ass gonna be dead. Like all the shooting and robbing and stealing and selling drugs he doing, you only get to certain places from there. By you not being dead, by you not being in jail, you got to be not really what you saying you rapping about.
That was the soundtrack to people that was doing those type of things though, because that's what we was listening to while we was doing those things. You get what I'm saying? We gonna listen to that because we can relate to it. Like, oh damn, we just did it. No, we just did it. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that was a part of the 90s. That was a part of the 90s. But me, I never really sold into it. I never really bought into all of that stuff because I figured what I was seeing and the people that I knew, they were real to me. And I wouldn't give more credence to somebody I seen on TV or heard on the radio, more credibility than the people I knew that was actually functioning these capacities on the street that I seen with my own eyes, that I seen with pistols, that I seen selling drugs, that I seen driving, that I seen getting the girls, that I seen. These were my heroes. And Tupac to me, Biggie to me, KRS-One to me, LL to me I seen them in the same light that I seen.
But the people that you talking about, them was our heroes.
Yeah.
But that's crazy that you said that because we niggas that looked up to the cash ones and the mob. You know what I mean? Because niggas was really doing what they was saying. You get what I'm saying? Like me and my crew, we used to roll deep. You know what I mean? We used to jump. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We used to do a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And we was listening to that music. It was the soundtrack to the streets.
I just used to listen to it because it sound good. I ain't really take too much to it. And I get it. I get it. I ain't saying that
real.
That was just me.
Yeah.
Like when I seen Mobb Deep, I said, I looked at it, I said, ain't no way. Not saying that they couldn't have, but there's no way. I knew that in the streets, out their way, they wasn't the pinnacle of the streets. I knew Biggie Smalls in his neighborhood, he wasn't the pinnacle of the streets because if he was, he wouldn't be rapping.
Yeah, like you said, like Onyx, they was barbers. You know what I mean? But they was the wild, throw your gun. But we ain't know that back then. I'm looking at them niggas like they was straight.
If you talking about Queens, then you talking about the Supreme Team and all of that. So, I knew about some of these things when I was younger. My cousin, the one I was talking about earlier, Black, he actually came down from Queens and he used to tell me some of these stories.
We got somebody home. Yeah, man. Yeah, like we said, man, we just chopping it up, man. You know what I mean? That's all we doing, man. You know what I'm saying? We just chopping it up, man. You know what I'm saying? My man Sam, like you said, we was just, you know what I mean? We just going back, man. You know what I mean?
Some of these stories I knew. Like where Nas from, that's where some of my family from.
Oh, wow.
Queens and all of them. So some of the street stories I was hearing in the street stories weren't nothing like the rap stories. And then when I used to listen to the raps, I used to hear some of these people that my cousin was mentioning. And, it didn't sound the stuff that I was seeing didn't look like the music. So when I listen to the music, I always listen to it from an entertainment point of view as far as he sound nice. He sound nice. And not saying that they both don't collide or you can't be in the streets, but, I knew from firsthand knowledge that maybe he wasn't the pinnacle of the streets, that maybe he telling somebody else's story or maybe he rapping what he saw.
Yeah.
Like when I thought about NWA, I didn't think that they was all gangsters. I thought that they was relaying stories that may have been gangster stories, but I didn't see them individually as being all in the streets.
I thought Ice Cube was a killer.
I didn't.
But then you think about it, he said, if you talking about going to penitentiary, he only 16 years old. Like, I never been out of penitentiary. Nigga, you only 15. How you talking about the pen?
And that's why I said I didn't process it like that because I used to listen to what they were saying and like
Easy was the dope man to me. I thought them boys was real until I seen CB4. Then when I watched CB4, and I'm like, oh man, that's that's crazy how they put that together like that.
Yeah, and
it made sense.
To me, I thought it was entertainment. I thought it was entertainment when I came up in rap. I thought rap was to make you dance. Rap was for the party. Rap was music.
Yeah.
I ain't look at it as nothing different. And it came a time where rap started blending with the streets. And maybe it was always blending and funded by the streets, but it started mimicking more of each
you're right.
other.
You're right.
And people started trying to. I guess in the mid '90s, people started really clutching to it and kind of combining them both of them and saying you got to live what you rap about.
Had to. Yeah.
When I used to rap, I used to relate it to more like poetry, trying to be creative, trying to.
You couldn't talk about driving no cars that you ain't have. You couldn't talk about wearing no watches that you ain't have.
I didn't know that.
Nah, you couldn't
I didn't
do
know that. I was more creative with it, and like I said, I never thought it was in my best interest or the people that I was around best interest to be telling our story when we was actively doing these things. So it wasn't no second thought to me to be creative. I know I didn't want to be telling the world what I was doing at the time that I was doing it because I thought that would put me in the crosshairs to go back to jail.
Word.
I didn't want to be telling my friend's story because I felt like maybe that was close to telling on them, or it wasn't my business to be telling their story.
Yeah.
Because what if they get in trouble? What if they done robbed somebody or shot somebody? It ain't my place to be telling the world that my friend shot somebody. So, even though I had the stories or the experiences, I didn't feel like it was my place to be putting it in a song.
So before we wrap this up, though, getting a little late, man. I'm getting a little hungry, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The turkey wings going on, man, in that crock pot, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But so what are the last words you basically want to say, man, before we kind of wrap this up, man, for the day, man? Like I said, you always welcome back, man. You know what I mean? Anytime, man. You know what I'm saying? You can be a special ghost guest. You know what I mean? Just come in anytime you in the area. You can stop through. But I know you got a lot more to tell, man.
So you trying to close this up? You got a time limit?
No, we ain't got no time limit, but I got something that, you know what I mean? We good. If you got something, you keep going, baby. If you good, you good. You know what I'm saying?
These one of the topics I'm dealing with right now.
Let's go.
It's outside of all of that stuff.
Let's go.
Finding out who we are as a people. A lot of people think we come from Africa. I don't prescribe to that. I think we indigenous to this land.
I'm with you. Let's go.
Indigenous to this land. I can remember going to school and trying to figure out where all the natives went. I thought they all got killed according to what I was taught in school. I thought they all disappeared and died. And I think a lot of us, we feel like we from Africa, but I think we indigenous to this land. Not saying that we don't come from Africa. Not saying that the bedrock of human life is not Africa. But I think that a lot of when that ship came here and then landed on Plymouth Rock.
What up, Divine?
How Malcolm X said, they didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. He was giving you insight to the truth right there. It was people already here. And it's documented that the natives of this land were of darker skin. And, a lot of people, they don't recognize or they don't even think about the concept. And it's, a lot of the proof of that, a lot of the evidence in that is in the older generations. How many times you heard that you had Indian in your blood? How many times, how many friends that you heard say that? And this is all up and down the East Coast, mostly starting in South Carolinas, North Carolinas, and the Virginias. These were the places that were abundant with life, where it was habitable, mild summers, mild winters. And when they landed here, it was people living here that actually taught them how to cultivate the land, how to grow crops, how to hunt. Coming from Europe, these people didn't know this, and they landed here with the people that had a civilization, that had a language. And a lot of people think we came on slave ships from Africa. And I don't believe that. I don't subscribe to that. And those are the things that I try to focus on because it give me an understanding of who we are, why we act like we act. You know, it allows me to humanize us and have compassion for my people. Wondering why, we fight so much. Shit, we was fighting back then. Like you think about the Buffalo Soldiers, we look at them as heroes, but who did they kill? They killed the natives to this land, which perhaps could have been their own. And they are celebrated. They were given land. Yeah. They were given money. They were given position and title here for killing their own people. Right. And they had to be doing such a good job that they was being notated and celebrated by white people. They being cataloged in our history books by white people. So just imagine the atrocities they was committing against the natives of this land, which perhaps were their own people. Hit the horn for that.
Gotta hit the horn for that. Gotta hit the horn for that.
I think people need to hone in on that a little bit more because it give you an insight to a lot of times we think we in competition or we being held back by others, people that don't look like us. But I think a lot of times we had just as big a hand in our demise, in our, I guess, handicap in this country as anybody else.
Okay.
All along the way, I think you had somebody infiltrating us all the way back from them tribes that was here in those indigenous times. They couldn't understand our language. You couldn't have an outsider coming in that looked different to you that you couldn't recognize. But if you had somebody that looked just like you from another tribe that was already warm with you, come in, know your times of hunting, know your times of sleep, know your times where you go on crops, and giving this information to a person that's trying to colonize you, that's how you defeat your enemy from the inside, divide and conquer.
That's how you do it.
And a lot of times you look at, gang mentality. All it is tribalism. Tribalism, and I think that's why a lot of people don't get along. A lot of black people find it hard to unite. Like, we was talking to E earlier. He talked about we got to come together. Man, shit, I don't think that we ever been together.
That's a fact.
I don't think we ever been together.
That's a fact.
And, sometimes it might be in your DNA to go the opposite way because you might be from a different tribe. We want all the same tribe. Right. We was warned and going to war with each other before any ship came to this land.
Selling them to the white man.
Yeah, and some people benefited from the chaos that came over here with colonialization. You got the Boule class, a class of black people who really don't like black people. They say it's about self-preservation and all that stuff, but I just think it comes along with it, man. A lot of times you look at people that look the same as you, that don't make them no family member of yours because y'all look similar to each other. Y'all got the same skin color or whatever. And a lot of people will try to unite and connect. Hey, we need to come together. It's Jim Crow. I think is before Jim Crow. Before it was Jim Crow, we was at each other's throat.
And they peeped that.
We was at each other's neck.
They took advantage of it.
Yeah. And I don't even think they took advantage of it unknowingly. If you on that side and you already trying to take this land and you trying to get rid of this group of people, anybody that's coming willing to hand you a helping hand,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
you win there.
They took advantage, like you said.
It's always been a class of black people who've been thriving. Even though it might not be in their best interest to, overall to work with other people than themselves, shit, they always work with them. They always get the bad end of the stick out there too.
Right.
But shit, you always had your Buffalo Soldier group. You always had your Frederick Douglass, your Clarence Thomas. You always had them type of people that's going to be on that other side. Man, they had some guy that was a Nobel Peace Prize winner for civil rights photography that was an informant for the FBI. So all the time he taking pictures of the inside track, he know what's going on, know everybody itinerary. He turning that stuff over to FBI agents, J. Edgar Hoover and his team. And this is leading to the assassination of some of our great figures. This inside information that people get. And I think all along the way, we've been hamstrung by people within our close circles that we trust. And it's cost us. And that go back to what we were saying at the beginning. A lot of times, the people closest to you, they got the information to hurt you. They got the inside knowledge. They know where your safe at. They know all your secrets. People outside of that circle they don't know enough. But it be people that know you, that's in your inside circles, that can do the most damage to you.
Fact, man. That's a fact.
But yeah, that's the stuff I be liking to talk about, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what my man Sam, you know what I mean? Like I said, yeah, you went there, then you went there, and I like that, man. You know, get the people something to, you know, to
think about, man. We ain't gonna keep it in the streets.
Yeah,
you know,
something to grow on, man.
But yeah, you know, if I had something to pass on to people, man, talk to your elders, talk to your mama, talk to your grandmama. If your great grandmama and granddad is still alive, talk to them and get as much as you can while you can. Because if they pass away, who else gonna be there to tell you something? Nobody, man. So reach out to your elders. You know, don't look down on them.
Yeah.
And get information if you blessed to still have your peoples around. Talk to them. Find out what you can while you can.
Appreciate everybody tapping in today, man. My man Sam, man. You know what I mean? He gonna be back again, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, man, got a lot to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, man, I appreciate y'all tapping in, shared it live. You know what I'm saying? I got hungry, man. I ran out of smoke. You know what I'm saying, man? So we got drinks on the table. You know what I'm saying?
That's ice water now.
Hey. Y'all know what time it is, man. We did a long show today, man. I think we've been rolling for about 2.5 hours, Bob.
Hey, that's what it's supposed to be, ain't it?
We rolling, man. You know what I mean? We usually do an hour show, man. It's 2.5 today, baby.
Man, Joe Rogan do 3 hours.
Yeah, that's what I told people. That's what they do. It's 3, 2, 3. Yeah, that's what you do. You know what I mean? But like I say,
Mason them do it 2 hours. Everybody that Shannon Shop do 2-3 hours.
What up, Los? I played your FOE joint, man. Rewind the joint, man. I played your joint for you, Los.
That
you know what I'm saying?
It was fire. I like that.
That joint was fire, man. You know what I mean? What up, country boy? We about to wrap this up, though, man. But like I said, that's what you got to do. You got to stay alive for a minute, man, for it to move around. You know what I'm saying? Like that 1 hour, nothing, but you got to at least do 2. Because they're not, like, niggas be doing 3, 4 hours. Yeah, like you said, but it's about, about the content, you know?
Yeah, there's plenty of, man. You know, it's hard to get to all these stories and know your whole life in one.
Then you got to chop them up, though. You know what I mean? In the 30-second clips, though. So I'm saying you got to take the 2 hours, and then you got to chop the 2 hour whole video up into, like, 16 or 30-second clips. And you know what I mean? That's why you... You know, it's a lot behind this, man. You know what I mean? But like I said, I appreciate everybody tapping in, man. Get to the Money Podcast. Tell the people who you is again, man, in case they missed the first time.
Big Sam, Sammy, ISO, Sleazy, Bino. Man, I don't know what you know me as. I'm right here.
Let's do it, man. We get to the money, man, like we always do, man. Oh yeah, Big Scheme, my bag, dog. I'm going to play this joint right now, my man, Big Scheme. Right here called Big Hustle.
Big dog, big bad, the fuck you mean? How the fuck you mention big without saying big dog? Big bad, the fuck you mean? How the fuck you mention big without saying big scheme? Scheme.
Big.
Country boy dollar.
Big hustle, big bang, big persona. Big nigga, big rank, I'm bigger than them. Big smoke, big dank, I smoke ginormous. Big moves, big status all around me. Big hustle, big bang, big persona. Big nigga, big rank, big enormous. Big smoke, big dank, I smoke ginormous. Big moves, big status all around me.
Big dog, big bad, the fuck you mean? How the the fuck you mention B without saying big schemes? Niggas, they want war. I got killers on my team. Feel that Project Pad, I'm high, smoking Getty Green. Back on the block and we counting this paper. If I want your bitch, best believe I can take her. 100 rounds, send that boy to his maker. Mark Calloway, I'm on the taker. Big scheme, I ain't never been a faker. Big boss, #1 in the nation. Country killer, dreadhead, he a Haitian. My time is precious, so please do not waste it. Bad bitch, yeah, she like to taste. Slim chocolate, yeah, her body so fit. Superhead, the way she suck on the dick. She love the scheme cause she know I'm the shit. Back in the field, 4th quarter, nigga. It's a blowout. I'm about to run up the scope. Feeling old solo, he won't beef, I bought 40 niggas. They bring 40 more.
Big hustle, big bang, big persona. Big nigga, big rank, I'm big anonymous. Big smoke, big dank, I smoke ginormous. Big moves, big status all around me. Big hustle, big bang, big persona. Big nigga, big rank, big anonymous. Big smoke, big dank, I smoke ginormous. Big moves, big status all around me. They say I'm super big, hyper large, so gigantic. Got enormous drip, anvil heavy, sink Titanics. Colossal, so my presence leaves them all in panic. Been the biggest, when I be stepping, I'll be moving frantic. Crazy, big dog in the city, beyond smart man, I'm stupendous. Amazing but a menace, you know all my moves tremendous. Never losing when I'm in it, collecting trophies and pendants. All them hating looking niggas better know they all my minions. I'm B.I.G., that means I'm notorious. And the whip that I drive, it be faster than furious. I'm out with gorillas, that's why they be curious. Say I ain't that nigga, you niggas delirious. What y'all tryna do, I made a career in it. Niggas be hating, they really be fearing it. I ain't playing with niggas cause life is too serious. Standing on business, point blank period. Big hustle, big bang, big persona. Big nigga, big rank, I'm big anonymous. Big smoke, big dank, I smoke ginormous. Big moves, big status all around me. Big hustle, big bang, big persona. Big nigga, big rank, big anonymous. Big smoke, big dank, I smoke ginormous. Big moves, big status all around me.
Podcast. I like that joint, man. Put the link down there, man. Tell them boys when that joint gonna come out, country boy. I like that. That was hard. That was crazy. Yo, we about to wrap this up though, man. We gonna do this. We gonna finish this like we started it, man. We always get to the money, man. I got my man Sam right here, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We about to get up out of here though, man. Like I say, man. Talk to the people, man. You got something else you want to say? Some shout outs? You want to get some shout outs right fast, man, before we go, man?
Ain't no shout outs.
Ain't no shout outs, man. So let's get to the money.
I ain't know nothing.
Let's
I'm gonna figure it
Get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money.
I'ma stand out on this corner, I'ma hustle till it's gone. I can do this by myself, yeah, I'm out here all alone. If it ain't about no money, then no, please don't call my phone. Got no time for playing games, I shot $10 a stone. I'ma tell you one more time, I'm a boss up in these streets. I'm a rider, I'm a roller, I'm a hustle, get it cheap. I can get you what you need, put you right back on your feet. But you know you gotta pay me that, right back in a week. Keep them dollars on my mind and my eyes on that paper. I'm LO to the mafia and Poppy to my neighbor. I'ma hop up off a private jet, I'm popping to my haters. Bounce back on my own, ain't nobody do no favors.
Get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself. myself, get to that money.
Rise and grind, rise and shine. When it comes to mine, I waste no time. I roll with the works, we fall in line. No nonsense, just dollar sign. Hold your weight, know your worth. This my turf, I put in work. Too much pressure make the price burst. She either gonna get it or your pockets hurts. Nice things is what I like, but you can buy for the right price. I come through like a ray of light. People get happy when I'm in their sight. Work smart, stay on watch. People like to work cause it's top notch. Everything for sale like an auction block. Trying to still float, no boat, dog. Get the money, that's all I know. Hit me if you need me, buddy, roll. I'm B.I.G. unbelievable. Want me to work with you, make it reasonable. Tired and all, I gotta get it. Showing up cause this business. Every day I'm on a mission, and every day that's how I'm living.
Get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money, get to that money, get to that money. Every day I tell myself, get to that money.